Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, December 8th. Now, I have some fabulous co-hosts with me on the mic. I have my Icy Chili, my Libra Queen, my gorgeous Moon, BB, and my favorite Taurus. Hey, y'all.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Good
hey.
morning.
Hey.
I hope you are having a fantastic Monday and to you all have a great week. So we're going to announce the week 4 winner of my hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Oh, yay.
And just a friendly reminder for the giveaway's terms and conditions, head over to auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. That's auntiederek.com /hot tea cold cash. And make sure how you get entries into the giveaway. You RSVP to every show. You attend every show, every live show, and stay in its entirety. And you share my show on social media using the hashtag Auntie Derek. So I will not keep y'all waiting long. I know y'all are dying to know who won week 400, and I'm so excited to
We
tell
are.
y'all. So,
are.
so without further ado, drum roll, please. Week 4 winner is Beezus.
Jesus.
Congratulations, Beezus.
Go
Beezus. See, I
Beezus.
rooted
Go
for you,
Period.
Beezus. And look, you can thank me later.
That's why I was so excited when he said he was off work today. I was like, "Oh, good! I got his undivided attention! Yay!" So, Beezus, we will check in with you offline, honey, to see how you want to get your money, get your $100. And we'll be you have three options. We can do Zelle, Stripe, or we'll mail your check. So,
Yes, Beezus. My phone number, you know it. Go ahead and just give him my number, okay? Yeah.
so congratulate and baby, what I tell you, Beezus, just like a lot of you, but Beezus is one of the ones that has been here from the very beginning, and I appreciate you more than you know. So, thank you so much for your support. All right. Well, without further ado, so do y'all remember on Friday's show, at the end of the show, I teased y'all that we would have a super fabulous, super talented rapper by the name of IKP. He got me so nervous I can't even say his name right. IKP coming into to grace us with his presence. He actually just released his newest single on Friday called Off Top. And I have a treat for y'all. So before we start talking to this fabulous guy, this fabulous Aries King, we're going to watch the off top video. Give me one moment. Let me share my screen, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Let me full screen her.
Oh snap! Oh shit!
I feel charged. Still get bitchy if I feel like. Let me find out you ain't the kill type. You just build hype. Real peasy in the field. Big stick along sight. While you head for the hillside. Buddies, front and rap singers. Not blocked from the booth off top. Buddies, front and rap singers. Point blank, one sight, off top. Hey, you just gotta say your grace when I'm fucking face. They come up with that pink blow that you know is lace. Let's bring the king back. Let's bring the trap back. Tone still up in the mix with the black chaps. Beautiful things for business in the knapsack. All fours, get the powder out. We don't have that. New profit, moonlight and push a moon rock to the moon goddess. About that motion at that valley, multi M's on the tally for homes from the hood to the valley. Y'all out here playing and y'all gagging. Benefactors in my corner with the stacks, brokies lacking. In the sun, conjunct with Mercury and Venus. That 10th house is popping. Your demons is fiending for the demon. You see it, huh? Still get bitchy if I feel like. Let me find out you ain't the kill type. You just build hype. Real peasy in the field. Big stick along sight. While you head for the hillside. Buddies, front and rap singers. Not blocked from the booth off top. Buddies, front and rap singers. Point blank, one sight, off top. smut it out, but no fucking nigga ship. Understood thickness, giving mad afflictions. I understood almighty praise adamant. Get it understood, soul insist. What he go resist? I understood where we come from. We take the lump sum, add it up over the hump with some crumbs for new punks. Add it up, hold on, ho. Maybe don't block the blessings so much though. Hold on, ho. Back taxes, 15 racks, unload. No longer trusting, we finessing. Been mud singing in the trenches. Rolling now, no we play for keeps, no exceptions. Cold world bubbled up and set up for successes. Pressure campaigns making gems you can treasure. Pressure campaigns bust pipes you can pleasure at midnight. Still get bitchy if I feel like. Let me find out you ain't the kill type. You just build hype. Real peasy in the field. Big stick along sight while you head for the hillside. Buddies, front and rap singers. Not blocked from the booth off top. Buddies, front and rap singers. Point blank, one sight off top.
I love it, honey. Love it. Well,
Oh,
first of all, welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me. Blessings, hallelujah, and all the things.
Well, as we talk to you, I'm actually going to share the most recent interview that you just did with the Live magazine. So that's on slide 4 if you all want to check that out.
Oh shit. What? You dug that out? The archives?
Indeed, indeed. So I have some questions for you and about your journey. Well, first of all, congratulations on the single. I love it. Along with you, you already know I'm one of your stands. So
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I'm honored. I'm so honored that you enjoy it.
absolutely. Now, what the people don't know is that you have an absolute amazing story. So can you tell us how does one go from serving in the Marines to being an entertainer like yourself?
Whoa. Well, I'll try to keep it brief. Basically, music has always been with me. Like all my life. I grew up in a musical family. My parents do parties all the time for every birthday, every Christmas, every holiday for no reason. Music is always there. And my dad plays sax. He's been in a band for like 50 some years. So he passed music on to me. I joined the military service. I finally get up the nerve to start doing spoken word poetry. And from there, I was getting positive feedback from that. And because like I've always kind of lived in hip hop culture, the transition from like poetry to performing rap songs and hip hop kind of came together, and I learned to produce records, and it started from that. It's just a lot of that.
I love it. Well, thank goodness that it was always in you because we wouldn't have the established music that you have. And we have a comment in the chat saying, thank you for your service, IKP.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Much thank you.
Now, my next question is what's a common misconception about being an entertainer that you personally had to shatter?
Common misconceptions. They be out there getting me fucked up, thinking they could come up to me, talk to me any kind of way. That I'm not gonna, bust out on them, blow up on them. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But no, really, actually, I would say the most common misconception is that we don't have off days. We always on, and we always got to be like at 100. And the journey in music, at least as far as my experience is concerned, is that it's a lot of ups and downs. And sometimes I feel like there's more downs than ups. So, so you're waiting for the right one to come at you and then it's ripping heads off. But most of the time, I'm really just like to myself and really concentrating on my spirituality, becoming a better person, and taking in the experiences, good and bad, and putting that into my music. And so I'm like low key introvert. So people don't see me pop out until I pop out. And when they do, it's always a good time. But then I go home and I rejuvenate, I revitalize, I re-moisturize. You know what I'm saying? I say my prayers. I do, I do my rituals, and I get myself together before it's time to come back out again. So sometimes it just means I'm away for longer than people would like, but it's part of the process.
It is what it is. Like you don't if you if you didn't work as hard as you did, you because you clearly see the quality in your craft, right? You could put out that little bullshit if you want to. You could be a little, handy dandy rapper. No, but you want to actually you want to actually make good quality content. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I definitely don't want to shortchange my people that have been supporting me all these years. It's like over a decade. I want to make sure that anytime I pop out, like I'm not shortchanging nobody or, trying to like be slick and trying to come up with something half-ass. We don't do nothing half-ass.
I know that's right.
Full ass.
King.
Full ass. That's what we're doing.
Keep in mind, this is the Aries King y'all talking to right now. Hey. Well,
That's I heard. I heard that there's another you. You are Aries as well, so you understand the vibes. You get this.
And do
and did what?
Well, you mentioned some rituals. So now my next question is, what is your weirdest, most essential pre-writing or pre-recording ritual? Like, do you have a weird thing where you like to eat 4 chips before you start recording or something like that?
You know what? I wish I had a real weird ritual. Maybe I should just take Kelly's because Kelly said she liked to chew ice. I heard one interview. She said one time she liked to chew ice, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. Chew ice.
It is not a great idea. So at those things, right? The last thing you want to do is put something cold on your vocals.
I guess so. You're right. And I'll be trying to sing too, so maybe that's not the way to go. Okay, so I would say I don't really have any weird rituals. Just a lot of me time. Kick everybody out, and I'll watch like a soap opera, or I will watch the Diddy documentary and be like, okay, that's what not to do. And then I'll just, say my prayers and get started. I don't know. I'm really I think my rituals is just basically being grateful and lighting a candle for the most part. Lighting some sage. It gotta smell good. Right? So like you light some sage, light a candle, some incense, knock champa, little toke of some the finest green product that we got, you know what I'm saying? Some of that ooey, gooey, sticky, you know
Well,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? And we get it started like that. That's basically it.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Well, my next question is, so what is the most elaborate or heartfelt gift a fan has ever given you?
Elaborate gift that a fan has ever given me. Okay. My fans showed me a lot of love through the years. I have to say that. I have to say this because my fans are the type of fans that when they don't see me for a while, they will DM me. They will be like, yo, PZ, where you at? What's going on? You've been quiet for a minute. And like we just checking in to see how it's going with you. Like, and it's all types of people that like I've known for years, or people that I don't see very often. So those check-ins mean a lot to me. I have to say that because they really do help me. Because at one point, you won't believe this. At one point, I was not gonna keep making music. Like I was gonna just things were so bad where I was like gonna just put the music to the back burner and just go live a regular life, get a job. And I mean I got a job now, but it's like I was gonna just put the music to the back burner. And then at certain times when I'm going through things, I'm going through, tough relationships, I'm going through life shit, the family just DM me out the blue and be like, yo, what's going on? How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be something like that. And I mean, that means a lot. Like it means a lot because you never know who you're reaching at certain points. As long as I've been doing it, I just never know who's out there listening. So the fans that do hit me up, the supporters that do hit me up, shout out to them. Y'all, I'm calling y'all flow state because y'all keep me flowing. And that flow state, when I get in it, y'all know we gets busy. So, I just want to dedicate that to the fans and let them know y'all are the flow state. That's what my new endeavor is called. That's what I'm naming it after the supporters, the fans that have been there day one, still checking, still looking out, and y'all keep me flowing. And if the music keep flowing, I hope it's continuing to flow with you. So that's how I'm gonna answer that one.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so now as the self-appointed vice president of the Flow State fan club,
Ew.
love it. I want you all to do y'all hear that Flow State? DM him. When you don't see that ass for a while online, DM him because he loves it and he needs it. And just I'm so glad that they did because just imagine you being working like trying to be a regular degular dude. You're not a regular degular dude and never have been.
Man, say that for the ones in the back. Say that for the ones in the back, in the rear that don't understand what it takes. You're right. You're absolutely right. We got to step into our abundance, and I had trouble with that. But we all should do that. We all should step into our abundance.
Amen. Well, my last question for you. So, in this wonderful interview that I shared here on slide 4, in your Loud Magazine interview, you said that your dream directors that you'd love to work with are Dave Myers and Hype Williams, because of what they've done for Afrofuturism.
Hell yeah.
So, now, do you have any dream artists that you'd like to collaborate with?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Number one, top of the list is the one Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, of course. That's VA. That's home. That's hometown love right there. That's been my idol from like day one when I saw her step out the Lexus with the brightest tracksuit on in Gina Thompson video. And she was just unapologetically herself from the very beginning. One thing I said, and I was just like an 11-year-old child watching BT and seeing that image and seeing what she became. Like, not too long after that song, I have to say, was like she was doing mad guest appearances, and then she came out with The Rain, and then the video came out and changed the landscape of how we even look at music videos and how we listen to music. And then from then on, she created such a ironclad legacy that she's still getting her flowers for today. So, my at at the very least, like my humblest, I would love it to just either collaborate, whether remote or together, whatever gotta be, feature something that's like my number one dream is to collaborate with her. And I'm gonna put that out to the stars because she's been my North Star.
Listen, it's going to happen, and I'm gonna tell you how I know because one of my biggest dreams is to have Missy Elliott follow me on Twitter and laugh at one of my jokes. And guess what happened?
Guess what happened? What happened?
Missy Elliott followed me on Twitter and she laughed at one of my jokes.
So she follow you. Okay, so check this out. She actually follows me too on Twitter.
Yes.
So we all team super friends now. So see, look at that alignment.
Flow team and the Super Friends. Okay.
Ew.
Well, and also one thing I didn't mention in the interview is your mic check series that you do on TikTok and Instagram that I love to see because what it reminds me of is like maybe a music course that you take in college and you like that cool ass professor that's just telling us about stuff that we should know about music, and I love that. So is there going to be more of that coming as well?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Actually, there'll be a new episode dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna film it, and we're gonna keep that party going. And I think what I'm gonna do with it is we might have to pivot to the '90s. So we might do the '90s at the top of 2026 because there's a lot of stories out there, and I think it's important for people who are part of the culture or observe the culture from a certain perspective. We got to keep some of these stories alive. Like we can't forget some of the things that have happened in previous decades so that people now who coming up in music have some kind of context where things come from. So that's what it's kind of really all about. And when I took music history in college, that was the class that really engaged me. So I think that's where that comes from. I always like combining things like history and things like music and pop culture, and just taking a look at how things progress and why certain trends happen. It's a fun, it's a fascinating thing. So yeah, stick around. Tomorrow we're gonna drop the next number one on the block spinning series, and I hope you guys stick around for that.
Stick around, yes. Well, IKP can now tell the people where can they find you?
You can find me first off on my website, ikp.me. And from there, you will find all my music, my bio, social media. But of course, you want the Instagram, TikTok, that's ikp.me as well. And, start from there. Like, start your journey from there.
Start your journey from there, indeed, and you all will not be disappointed. I promise. He is so entertaining, so funny, so charming. So
Thank you so much, man. So are you, and big congratulations on all the success on Daytime Tea. You and all the co-hosts there, y'all are doing a fabulous job. Listen, I'll be wanting to chime in and say so many things,
thank you.
so
Thank
many
you.
thoughts.
Now we do have a question in the chat for you. He says, so when and where is his next live performance?
Well, right now I'm concentrating all my efforts on finishing my projects. I've got an EP coming out in a few weeks, and there'll be more details to come out from that. But there's a lot of work that's being put into that EP, so I have to, concentrate all my efforts there, and make sure that sounds and looks as good to y'all as everything else. I want to make sure that that's together. And once all of that's settled, I will definitely get back to y'all and let y'all know where I'm going to be performing next. But stay tuned for more of them videos, because the Mic Check series, Block Spinning series, all of that stuff is, that's stuff that I want to get to y'all right away and as soon as possible. And, I'm glad y'all enjoy it.
Awesome. Well, let Professor IKP be your favorite professor too, honey. That block spinning here. Learn about some music stuff. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed.
Learn you something. You're going to learn today.
Well, again, thank you, Aries King, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having me. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. Well, now, so with that, now, unfortunately, we got to get ratchet now. So now we just got to jump straight into the tea, honey.
Okay.
It's tea time.
Yes, honey. Well, you know what we like to start off with if there's any new updates.
Get it news.
You know it. And what did I say on Friday? I said, honey, this documentary got me. Honey, this is going to be easy for me. I got like so much content for the next week, honey.
Mm.
But so now the mom, you remember what they said about his mom in the documentary, right? About how she was brutally beating him and stuff. So she had to come out and she denied it, honey. So I just shared this link from Vibe. Janice Combs blasts abuse claims in Netflix Diddy documentary. So Janice Combs, mother of Sean Diddy Combs, is pushing back forcefully against claims presented in the Netflix docuseries Sean Combs: The Reckoning, which premiered on December 2nd of 2025. In a statement shared with Deadline, she rejected several of the documentary's most dramatic allegations, arguing that the filmmakers distorted both her son's personal history and their family dynamic for sensational effect. I am writing this statement to correct some of the lies presented in the Netflix Sean Combs: The Reckoning, released on December 2nd, 2025, excuse me. She continued. These inaccuracies regarding my son Sean's upbringing and family life is intentionally done to mislead viewers and further harm our reputation. Combs criticized the streaming platform for leaning into spectacle, accusing Netflix of choosing to go salacious to promote the series. In the docuseries, I am portrayed as an abusive parent. This is untrue. As I have stated previously, I was a single mother raising my son. I held 3, even 4 jobs in an attempt to provide a comfortable upbringing and quality education for my child. I raised Sean with love and hard work, not abuse. Central to her objections is a reenacted moment involving former Bad Boy Records executive Kirk Burroughs, who claims Diddy slapped his mother during a conversation following the City College tragedy on December 28th of 1991. Janice Combs categorically denies it. The allegation stated by Mr. Kirk Burrow that my son slapped me while we were conversing after the tragic City College events on December 28th, 1991, are inaccurate and patently false, she insisted. That was a very sad day for all of us, she added. Her statement goes further, challenging Burroughs' motives and portraying his participation in the series as opportunistic. For him to use this tragedy and incorporate fake narratives to further his prior failed and current attempt to gain what was never his, Bad Boy Records is wrong, outrageous, and past offensive. Meanwhile, Combs' lawyers have publicly threatened legal action against Netflix, though no filings have yet been made. Netflix, for its part, maintains that the project was produced responsibly and without bias. This is not a hit piece or an act of retribution, a spokesperson for the streamer said. Curtis Jackson is an executive producer, but does not have creative control. No one was paid to participate. And Combs is currently incarcerated at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, where he's serving that 50 months federal prison sentence he received after convictions on prostitution-related charges earlier this year. And then they have a link where you can read her full statement. I think we got a gist of it, girl, and I don't believe a single word of it. I don't believe a single word.
Mhm.
Not a single word.
Oh, I'm reading this comment. She need to deny those wigs. I am screaming. You leave them iconic blonde wigs alone, honey. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
I will not. Anyway, so as many of you know, I was against watching the documentary, considering that 4 dimes and 2 nickels was part of it. However, on the strength of Auntie, Miranda, and Chill specifically, I decided to give it a go and watch it all in one sitting. I was very pleasantly surprised. I was also glad to see that it provided folks who had lived experience an outlet to share what it is that they had firsthand accounts about, which I was very pleased to witness, because I was very much prepared for, because we know how Curtis Jackson gets down. So I was like, oh God, here we go. But I'm glad it was the total opposite of what I was anticipating. And it was very insightful. And you can tell that they focused strictly on facts. And those emotions that came up were from folks expressing the things that they had witnessed or experienced firsthand. Well, it's not a spoiler alert. Well, in regards to Aubrey O'Day, what could potentially have happened to her, because she doesn't know. So it was very, very chilling to hear all these people talk about their being a part of Bad Boy in some capacity, mostly artists. Um, yeah, it was insanely good. One thing I didn't enjoy though was the fact that they gave day 26 5 whole seconds and they cut away. We never saw them again. I'm not sure if it was fear of any kind of repercussions or if they have any type of things going on legally, because of course the man had 100 cases, he got 77 still open, so they may be in there somewhere. But yeah, anything that comes out from this family, whether it be the wig lady or his children, at this point, we don't care anymore, considering that of all the information based on fact that we now have as like the general public. So yikes. She could hide under those wigs moving forward.
Go ahead, Peasy.
I would like to chime in that I definitely agree with that viewpoint, but they had Babs in there, and I wish they would have gave her another 5 seconds as well. They could have also had Chopper City because I know he had a lot to say, and I also think they should have had Sarah, the other girl, even though she might be traumatized from the band experience anyway. But I just wanted to put out there that I would like to have seen. This is my critique. I would like to have definitely seen more activity from those poor individuals that were in the band, and I'm sure they had a lot more to say than was given a lot of time for. But it was good to see Brooklyn Babs Bunny representing, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I told y'all, hun, how I feel about Babs is my girl, and then she has that one iconic line that I still use to this day. Tell a bitch to tell a bitch she's no longer relevant.
Period. What? I'm stealing it.
Well, just like you, Peasy, you specifically, because of your ass, I be using one of your all. Anytime I see somebody doing something extra, I was like, oh, that's the next bitch looking for attention.
Mhm. Wow, throwback for that ass. Wow. Yo, big shout out to you. Love you to death for calling out that line. Damn, it's like 10 years I think I put that out. Wow.
Yes, honey. I told you I'm a stayer.
You definitely president of Flow State. Period.
Well, so and just a heads up, y'all, I got two more stories related to this Diddy thing. So just I know we tired of him, but it's in the news, so we got to talk about it. Well, this next one. So y'all remember the that really popular scene about him talking to his lawyer and then saying, "Oh my God, we're losing." So it turns out that the lawyer did not know that conversation was being recorded. Diddy hired producers because I guess in his mind he thought he was going to beat this, and that was going to be something he put together. Like, look how I beat this shit. What they had on me, but I guess it didn't work out that way. But what's interesting is Harvey Levin, him from TMZ, and Mark Garagos, they have their Two Angry Men podcast. Mark, remember, his daughter is Tenny Garagos, who was on Diddy's defense team during that trial. So they actually had a really nice conversation about how they would be upset if it were them, if they were the lawyer in that position, which I thought was very interesting. So give me 1 second. We're about to well, first let me share the link first. And then give me a second and I'll share my screen and we'll watch this. It's about a minute and a half, I think. Okay. They sure do look like two angry men, don't they? Ooh.
Taking 8 nuclear bombs, you know what I'm saying, straight to the head. And I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all, with the lawyers. That's just not true. Okay, so no. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I'm not a referee. So I'm gonna get off the phone right now. Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
Diddy hired the videographer. Diddy got on the phone with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer. Diddy knew that Mark was being recorded, but Diddy didn't tell Mark. Does Mark feel betrayed by Diddy?
I've not talked to Mark about it.
What do you think?
Would feel.
What do you think?
I will tell you I'll just tell you, if it was me, I would be more than a little upset. I was more than a little upset when the client didn't know and I was being recorded. I mean, there was a while there where I was meeting clients under bridges, freeway bridges, because I was PTSD over it. So I think as a lawyer, it is one of the most inviolate oaths that you take to protect the client confidentiality and the client privilege. So I don't know. I haven't talked to Mark, but if I were Mark, I would be out of my head.
Interesting. And boy, they do look angry, don't they? Somebody get them a client.
Oh, man. What would you do?
Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
Well, to be fair, Auntie, that might just be genetics. But anyway,
Ooh.
I did look up New York, and it's a one-party consent state. So even though they are not pleased with the secret video, it was totally legal considering that Tootsie Roll was a part of the conversation. So there's that.
Mhm.
Tootsie Roll.
Well, last story about him, and then I promise we done talking about Diddy for the day, or Diddy any Diddy related shit for the day. But so do y'all remember that well, first of all, we talked on Friday about how the Punisher came out and said, well, hey, they saying Netflix is saying that they didn't pay nobody for the documentary or to pay these people to appear in the docuseries. But the Punisher said, well, wait a minute, that's not true, because the one that y'all had in there, he told me he got a check from y'all. But anyway, that one who was in the docuseries, and he remember he had his case against Cassie, that civil lawsuit against her. And now he's saying that Cassie is completely AWOL, honey. He can't find her. And I have this exclusive from All Hip Hop. Cassie AWOL. Male prostitute gets judge's approval to serve freak off lawsuit by alternative means. Child. So Cassie Ventura is now officially considered unreachable by the federal court after a judge ruled she has been evading service in a freak-off lawsuit filed by Clayton Howard, clearing the way for him to serve her through alternate means. Judge Ann Huang issued the order granting Howard's request after months of failed attempts to physically locate or directly notify Cassie about the civil claims tied to his allegations of being trafficked for freak-offs with her and Diddy. The ruling came after Howard demonstrated what the court called reasonable diligence, detailing 9 failed service attempts at 3 addresses in New York and Connecticut, as well as outreach to her lawyer, Douglas Wigder of Wigder LLP, which responded but declined to accept service. The order noted that investigators used databases, DMV searches, property searches, field visits, and skip tracing, yet still failed to confirm current and verifiable addresses for Cassie. With no physical location confirmed, the judge agreed that alternate service was the only practical option, and authorized Howard to send the summons complaint and order by email to Wigder and attorney Meredith Firetalk with instructions to forward the documents. The legal win adds new momentum to Howard's lawsuit, which has gained national attention after his appearance in Sean Combs' The Reckoning, the Netflix documentary that helped ignite a wave of lawsuits and public scrutiny of Diddy's alleged abuse. Howard was one of the most talked about figures in the film. No, he wasn't. But anyway, laying out graphic accounts of his years of working as a sex worker who participated in the so-called freak-offs. The allegations included claims that Diddy and Cassie not only orchestrated the sessions, but imposed disturbing rituals. Howard said Cassie used to collect his semen in the club. I'm sorry, and this is so nasty, y'all. Trigger warning. But Howard said Cassie used to collect his semen in a cup, describing how the couple liked to see her play with it and drink it. A detail that became one of the most viral moments in the documentary. Howard accused Cassie of active participation in the events, claiming she coordinated, coached, and engaged in acts that say left him traumatized for years. Those allegations form the core of his civil complaint, which Cassie has not answered because she has not yet been served. With this ruling, Howard can finally push the case forward, eliminating the procedural delay that has stalled progress since August of 2025. Cassie Ventura must now face Clayton Howard's freak-off lawsuit head-on after a judge ruled she can be served by alternate means. Poor girl. This girl, but I mean, I'm like, I feel like she was hiding for a reason, but okay. Oh, we have a comment. Oh, honey. Yeah, it's kind of sad because she was the victim in all of this, and this is yeah. And I guess so was he. I mean, according to his lawsuit, he was a victim as well. So I mean, this is just very. So next, I mean, because now they got the email, they're probably gonna have to do what Brian McKnight had to do with Jaguar Wright, honey, put that shit in the newspaper because clearly she don't want to be found.
I was just gonna say that I wonder if anybody spoke to Jaguar Wright any further about the whole situation, but I think we had enough of the diddler. She might have had enough. I don't know. Just want to put that out there.
I think you're right. Well, that is that on that, honey. Enough of Diddy news. I'm sure we'll have some more shit to talk about tomorrow. Well, the next thing we're going to talk about is Smokey Robinson, honey. And y'all remember how we talked about him and his accusations. But now it turns out, so his accusers, they want the accusers to turn them phones, honey. The court said, "Give me them phones, honey." So y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Smokey Robinson accusers ordered to turn over cell phones. I'm sorry, we have a comment that say, "Jump scare, leave that man alone." Oh, okay. Well, so Smokey Robinson won a legal battle in his legal war against his sexual assault accusers. A judge granted the singer's request for the anonymous accusers to turn over their cell phones. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Smokey said he was concerned his Jane Doe accusers were allegedly deleting data from their phones. He said they had been served discovery requests for cell phone records and claimed they had been evading his request. Smokey asked the judge Wednesday to get the accusers to turn over the phones, and on Friday, the judge ordered the phones to be handed over within 10 days. As you know, Smokey is being sued for sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, and gender violence by 4 Jane Does who are claiming they used to work as housekeepers for the music star and his wife, Frances Gladney Robinson. Smokey denied the allegations, and they say when we got him at LAX in September, he told us the claims against him were BS. And then remember the other claim we talked about the male, the one who was washing his car, and he was coming out in his underwear, allegedly grabbing his package, like, let's go over to the next room, honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I would have folded. I know I shouldn't say that out loud, but if I was watching Smokey car, he came out in nothing but his underwear, honey, and told me to go in the next room, I would have folded. It's Smokey fucking Robinson. I know that's horrible, but it is what it is.
Yuck.
Also, there was an update in this story. So the update says Smokey Robinson's attorney Christopher Frost tells TMZ, "We are pleased with the court's ruling. Plaintiff's motives have been clear all along. File a vile and salacious complaint, and then bring these plaintiffs out a handful at a time, so it looks like there are new and independent allegations, when the truth is that these people all work together to contrive this lawsuit." He continues, "They are now keeping the public in the dark about the truth by hiding behind a confidentiality order and refusing to produce any documents at all. We know the types of communications the plaintiffs had with our clients prior to deciding to sue them, so we are pleased to finally be able to access information that will help the court, a jury, and the public know the truth." So, this is one of the... we have a comment. "Please raise your standards." No. Bitch, no. What I need to raise my standards for? I'm here for a good time. No. Go ahead, BB.
I don't know if you recall, but 13 years ago when we first met, somebody tweeted this about you, and it still holds true. They said you busted open for a cold cup of coffee and an apple core. I want you to raise your standards. Okay?
That was
Because the
our...
same thing that was tweeted 13 years ago should not be true today. Okay, so I want you to do better. Raise your standards.
No, what it shows you is that a bitch is authentic. Shit, I can't even say the damn
Authentic.
word. Thank you, boo. So that, and I'm consistent. So,
You could be consistently trash and authentically crazy. So I don't think that's what we want to use in this case, but please consider raising your
shut up, BB.
standards. Okay?
I'm gonna beat your ass after the show, ho.
I didn't win this week, so you know what? It's all bets off.
Oh my God.
The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Like, I mean, because who says that they will fold for smoke? It probably don't even get up anymore, girl. Like, raise at least 50, we can deduce that it's still working,
Oh, it gets up.
right?
According to that lawsuit, honey, he was touching his erect penis.
Oh, did it say
Why,
erect?
Lord?
It said
Leave us
erect.
out of it.
Was it verified that it was his? We don't know what was in his pants. Okay.
Okay,
leave,
Tuesday.
So
leave us out of it. Get off the floor.
like I just want better for you. Like you stay in the gutter. And you don't have to reside there. You need a change of address. Okay? But we're gonna move on. I know people tired of hearing about Smokey and your wayward ways. But be better. Okay?
Oh, honey. Well, you are absolutely right. Well, you know who else needs to be better, honey? And you know what? My Libra queen, I think my gorgeous moon, I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think even Chilla was like, don't nobody want to see that shit. But y'all remember when we were just talking about Cassidy and Easy the Block Captain, how they had a battle rap competition coming
Jesus,
up?
Lord. We don't
And
want
remember,
no. We don't want no updates.
well,
Why?
honey, we might have to update you on this, honey, because y'all were unfortunately right. Oh, did they? Hold up now. Okay. Sorry. So I had to get so it turns out that battle rap that I wanted to see, because me and Will was even like, oh, it might be interesting because both Cassidy and Easy the Block Captain are very good at what they do, and it was getting very heated. And the last thing that we saw was Cassidy shared a Easy the Block Captain's yearbook photo and was like, well, what block is you the captain of? Because it ain't no Philly block, allegedly. So they had like a heated exchange and stuff. Baby, that shit didn't even last 2 rounds, honey. So I have this link from All Hip Hop. It was a mess. And you should see where it says Cassidy versus Easy the Block Captain battle ends in chaos. So imagine standing for hours waiting. You just know at the end of this rainbow is an epic rap battle that has been hyped for weeks. The combatants have trashed each other relentlessly back and forth across social media. The build up is insane. You're convinced you're about to witness history, and then right when the moment finally comes, it all falls apart right in front of your face after all that waiting and all that money spent. Well, that's exactly what happened with Cassidy and Easy the Block Captain. They attempted to have their long anticipated battle, but the tension between them was so thick you can cut it with a knife. They couldn't even make it past round two. Standing inches from each other, neither one could control themselves enough to actually rap. The intensity boiled over and the whole thing collapsed. Battle abandoned and the night ruined. So they actually have video of that incident. And yes, Libra Queen, we're going to watch it. Go ahead, Peasy Boy.
So I had to interject because there was a lot of innuendo in everything you just said. You seem to tell me that there was hours of buildup all the way to the moment. So it was a whole lot of foreplay going on. And then when it comes down to to do the deed, to consummate the marriage, you know what I'm saying? And it only lasted 2 minutes. So and then it what collapsed? Something had collapsed.
The whole thing collapsed.
The whole shebang collapsed. Is that how we do things in 2025 going on 2026? Represent for the 99 and 3000?
I think that's about fair for most women with straight men, but I'll let my straight panelists talk through that.
Oh, I just wanted to get some understanding.
I mean,
That's all I wanted.
they really don't have to talk, honey. The orgasm gap speaks for itself. I mean, numbers don't lie.
The numbers
I
lie.
just everything that he described was very much what women have been saying for years. You do all that build up and then it's a nothing burger.
Oh, my stars and stripes. And I thought that there was hope for the future.
Well, there's definitely no hope for Cassidy and Easy the Block Captain. So let's see how. And just it's a heads up, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of loud noise and a lot of loud ruckus, honey. But I'm only putting this on so I can go get me another cup of coffee. So,
That's crazy that you're gonna subject us to this fuckery while you go get a cup of coffee.
well, yeah.
Wow, wow, that's that. I don't want it.
And we have a comment saying, I just know it smells crazy. But I'm just looking at this shit, just shaking my head. And I feel like Cicely Tyson in what's that movie? Medea's Family Reunion. Is this who we are? Is this who we are? Look at y'all shaking and gyrating all over this leg. Like, is this who we are? Oh my God.
That was crazy.
Girl.
Not you referencing that, but subjecting us to this. That's crazy.
All that shit talking, and that was it.
Look, just like what Peasy said, honey. Look, straight women go through it just about all that hype, only for it to not impact, go back past round 2. That is wild. And those men should be ashamed. Y'all grown ass men, and both of you are very good at what you do at your craft. Like,
You said both? Really?
Yes, both of them are really, really good. Like,
I've never heard this Easy Peasy. What's the name? Easy the
to
Block.
No, that nigga, he's tough with it, for real.
Tough with it.
But
I've never heard of him. He got a soft.
Man.
He got a soft chin.
Oh my God. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
And speaking of innuendos, based upon what we've seen, the head game was terrible as well. So triple homicide. Anyway,
wake it up, Will.
Shit.
The thing is, my thing is this: like, outside looking in, like, if someone is truly skilled in what they do, they should be able to stand 10 toes confidently in whatever it is that they do, right? So to get into Cassidy's face in such a way when the intention is to have a rap battle was a bit OG in my opinion. Like, look, people are paying top dollar waiting to see y'all go at it because you are touted as some of the best MCs in regards to what it is that they do. But to get to a point where you're in this person's face, I know it's a battle, but to get in somebody's face in such a way that it detracts from them, it feels very intentional to me. I can't confirm that, but it was very intentional. Like he didn't want to be there, or he knew that he was going to lose, or he wasn't prepared. It was giving very much projections of that, which is unfortunate for the
fraudulent.
Which is unfortunate for the folks who were waiting patiently to see the battle. Because I was excited to see it because I'm familiar with both of them. It's like, oh, this could be a true battle of minds, you know, like who could really come out on top. But
Will, you've heard this Easy Person rap?
I sure have.
Oh wow.
Well, if it was given what we just heard in that little clip, it gives nothing. So I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to assume that you must be a Philly native to really know these people. Because the last time I heard of Cassidy, I was in college and he was talking about a hotel.
Oh my God.
Girl, you wanna come to my wait.
Right.
I'm just
It
saying,
didn't
like,
age
that's the
well. It
last
didn't
time I've
age
heard
well.
of him. And, you know, he still hasn't grown a beard. So I don't know what's happening here. Like, and people said they spent money. It's gonna be epic, and there was history. Like, all of these words are just not making sense to me when it comes to these people. But maybe you have to be local to truly understand. But if what that young man was doing in the beginning of that clip was what he had to offer, he should have indeed stayed home.
Honey, the only thing that's Philly about me is the cheesesteak I had last week, honey. Other than that, no, I'm not. I have no roots in Philly, but even I do because and I think probably because I did used to watch a lot of battle rap competitions on YouTube back in the day. So, yeah.
Oh, so is he a famous? Because that's what I was about to say. Like, the other piece of that is if you are a fan of battle rap, like none of that is foreign. I've seen battle rap, and we know what that consists of. So maybe he's big in that arena. But again, if that's what he had to offer, it started off on a rocky. You know, it just wasn't great.
Getting shaky.
Oh my God.
In the words of Mariah Carey, I didn't know she rapped. I thought she sang or whatever. I didn't know what was going on.
Wake it up, BB.
I didn't know what was going on. So please educate me. I don't mind being educated, but if that's what people
Oh
was
god.
saying was gonna make history and it was so epic and they spent money on that, I'm gonna
Soft
need us
chin, no
to
chin, having ass.
I'm gonna need us to make
Hey,
better decisions. That's just like people paying to go see Lauren Hill in 2025. You know she's gonna show up in
Hello.
2026. Like, let's make better decisions with our coins, please.
Hell, because the way the economy is set up, it's expensive.
okay, are y'all trying to make me like intentionally make me choke on this cup of coffee just because I made y'all
Yes.
watch this video? So okay.
Yes. Yes. You
I'm just giving
deserve.
my commentary. By the way, I think there should be an entry into the show too. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, I'm glad we had so much fun with this topic because this next topic, actually, y'all know I try my best to not talk politics in this show unless it intersects with hot topics. And it certainly has over the weekend because of Trump and that girl, that Marjorie Taylor Greene girl. I
That old lady,
that old lady.
old lady in the face had a.
Child, but I don't know if y'all had a chance. I have a feeling that y'all probably didn't watch or even pay attention. Well, maybe Moon might have seen some clips of it because I know she's a politics girl. But essentially, what she said, or for what I took from the interview, is that she feels that a lot of people they thought Trump was a joke. He was definitely a joke. He was laughed at until he won the 2020s to the 2016 primary, and then that's when she said that's everybody's tune change and people started kissing his ass and stuff, including her. So I don't even know what the fuck, but anyway. So of course he got wind of that because he's a narcissist. He got Google alerts on his name, so he's checking everything that people say about him. If you check what I say about your ass, no, I don't like you, and I have not liked you for a very long since the fucking 90s. If you really want to wake it up, but I have this link here from The Wrap.
Wake it up.
And you should says Trump attacked 60 Minutes and Paramount over MTG interview minutes after hostile takeover announced. Whew, child, it's a lot going on. A lot going on. Well, President Donald Trump on Monday slammed Paramount and CBS News 60 Minutes over an interview with his latest enemy, Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, moments after Paramount launched its latest bid for Warner Brothers Discovery for a deal that will need his administration's approval. Trump, using his pejorative Marjorie Taylor Brown, the nickname for Green. You know what? That doesn't even eat. You thought you ate that. That don't anyway. Marjorie Taylor Brown said the Congresswoman was poorly prepared in her interview with washed-up, Trump-hating 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl, which aired Sunday. He also said the network should have never broadcasted the conversation. My real problem with the show, however, wasn't the low IQ trader. It was the new ownership of 60 Minutes. Paramount would allow a show like this to air, Trump wrote. They are no better than the old ownership who just paid me millions of dollars for fake reporting about your favorite president. Me. Ugh, girl. The outburst followed Paramount's hostile bid to purchase
Child,
all right
Control Alt Delete this whole thing. I am. Ugh.
for it already, okay? Honestly. But the outburst followed Paramount's hostile bid to purchase all of Warner Brothers Discovery at $30 a share once it claimed it had a better chance of getting through regulatory hurdles than Netflix's $82.7 billion purchase of Warner Brothers Discovery studio and streaming business. Trump has maintained a longer and friendlier relationship with Paramount CEO David Ellison and his father, Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison, compared to his burgeoning friendship with Netflix's Ted Sarandos. But Monday's Truth Social post suggests that Ellison's may not entirely escape Trump's wrath. CBS News and Paramount did not respond to immediate requests for comment. Trump told reporters on Sunday he'd be involved in the government's consideration of Netflix's Warner Brothers purchase. In his Monday screed, Trump also demanded Stahl apologize to him over her line of questioning in the 2020 interview about Hunter Biden's laptop and suggested 60 Minutes has actually gotten worse than under Paramount's prior ownership. Trump appeared on the show in November for a 90-minute interview with correspondent Nora O'Donnell, where he praised Paramount's new ownership as one of the best things to happen to the show. I think it's the greatest thing that's happened in a long time to a free and open and good press, he said, according to the episode's transcript. Girl, bye. Oh, we have a comment. He looks like melted craft cheese square. You know what? That is very insulting to Kraft cheese because that liquid gold, honey. That's some good on some toast and some butter. But I don't want him nowhere near my grilled cheese, honey. Mm-mm. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
You mean with smart balance as well, Auntie?
Well, yes. Yes, honey. Well, that is he don't like it. He calls her Mark. I'm like, it's like if you wanna this why you I would say he needs a gay on his camp or something. No, don't y'all take y'all fucking asses over there and give him no damn material. But he thought he really ate with that Marjorie Trader Brown. That doesn't even make sense. You thought you ate that. Like, it's horrible.
Well, we're expecting sense from somebody who doesn't make sense himself. So,
Okay.
but we don't like her, but she didn't lie. Like, literally, he became our president because somebody made a joke at a dinner, and they was like, if he didn't like it, he should run for president or something like that, if I recall correctly. And he did, and he won. So she didn't. It's not like she lied. Like, that's literally how you ran for presidency. So, I mean, and I'm not giving her any accolades because she's trash herself. Like, you were one of the ones who bowed down and kissed his ass, and now you want the attention and the praise because I don't know what she's doing. But, girl, goodbye. They get nothing else from me. Don't make me go call Obama.
So make him call Obama. Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
I hope Omarosa saved her a seat because nobody want to deal with her.
Oh, and I don't trust it. I don't trust. She has said in her whole career, for her to just have this all of a sudden, 180, I'm just such a good person. That girl, fuck you. I don't trust your ass. No, fuck you. Mm-mm. And then what I can't stand is motherfuckers who, like her, who have sat there and said, this man has done nothing but a bunch of racist shit for a very long time. And that's why I personally have not liked him, especially a lot of his microaggressions and shit that I actually used to see. Because for one thing about when I moved to New York back in 2008, I learned really quickly that they do not fuck with Trump in the city like that. They think that motherfucker is a scammer and everything. And then I just seen a lot of stuff that was brought to my attention that I didn't know before moving to New York. And I'm like, oh, he's not a good person. I blocked this motherfucker on Twitter back in 2012, honey. So anyway, what I can't stand is how a lot of people will sit there and say, oh, well, he's not racist. What do you mean he's not racist? He's done nothing but racist shit for the longest. And now we have more proof of that. Because now I want to see what some of his supporters, especially the black ones, got to say about this shit. Y'all heard what else his ass did over the weekend, honey. What he did in regards to MLK and Juneteenth. And you see I have this TMZ article where it says National Park Service cuts free entry for MLK Day, Juneteenth, and adds Trump's birthday. Bitch. Which happens to also be on Flag Day, honey. Anyway, Donald Trump is giving Americans a new way to celebrate his birthday. Free entry to national parks. Two other holidays, Juneteenth and Martin Luther King Jr. Day, are getting the boot, however. The calendar of free entry dates on the National Park Service website confirms the change for 2026 and covers 116 parks from Yellowstone, Yosemite, and Grand Canyon to Everglades National Park and beyond. Juneteenth commemorates the official end of slavery in the United States and was recognized as a federal holiday in 2021 under the Biden administration. It was added as a free day to international parks in 2024. In addition to Trump's birthday, which is shared with Flag Day on June 14th, U.S. residents can also enjoy free admission to parks on President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day weekend from July 3rd through July 5th. And it says the 110th birthday of the National Park Service on August 25th, Constitution Day, Theodore Roosevelt's birthday, and Veterans Day. The Trump administration calls the free interest designations patriotic fee-free days. The move is part of the president's July 2025 Make America Beautiful Again executive order that's aimed to make parks more affordable for American citizens and to fund improvement by changing foreign visitors higher national park, but charging foreign visitors higher national park fees. Excuse me. Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum said in a press release, the upcoming changes are part of the President Trump's plan to always put American families first. He added, these policies ensure that U.S. taxpayers who already support the national park system continue to enjoy affordable access while international visitors contribute their fair share to maintaining and improving our parks for future generations. The annual pass will cost $80 for U.S. residents and $250 for non-residents beginning on January 1st. And foreign travelers without an annual pass will be charged $100 per. Will be charged a $100 per person fee to enter 11 of the most visited national parks, in addition to the standard entrance fee. Bitch, they say they're gonna charge y'all. So what's that? 200. So if you're a international, a non-resident, of course, you're gonna be paying starting January 1st, $250 plus let's say for a family of four. Is that so? I think $250 for the family of four, and then an additional $400 for that for each person. That shit is crazy. But you know what? Who ain't gonna be there? No black people. Fuck them parks. That's some. I'm really curious. You know what? No, I'm not. I was about to say I'm really curious to see what these black Trump supporters have to say. But you know what? I've learned a long time ago. If y'all motherfuckers ain't, if you don't see the light by now, you ain't going to see it, and you probably don't want to see it. So you was just, I don't even want to hear nothing you coon ass rats got to say, child. Keep that shit to yourself. And you stand over there, honey. When they eat your ass alive, don't try to come over to the like M teacher. Don't be trying to run over to the good people now. All of a sudden they turned on your ass. No, bitch. You stay over there and you keep being a cheerleader for that shit that you perpetuated. So go ahead, favorite tourist.
Well, they could all go sit with Omarosa. But anyway, the thing is, it's giving very much like that person that tries to use the fact that they have whatever as a means to have social capital within a group of people. That's exactly what this is giving, that no one cares about. That's what this is giving. You know, it's just the whole notion of creating fake awards. Because there was something with FIFA getting the Peace Award with FIFA, like the soccer people over the weekend. It's like at a certain point, you got to stop coddling these people, you know, who mean no good in this world, only to themselves. But no, those black Trump supporters have sold their soul many years ago, and they'll kind of attempt to validate the decision as well. So don't ask them nothing.
Right. Don't send me shit. Look, I don't, to be completely honest, because I try to be fair when it comes to this giveaway, but that's the kind of last person I want to support this show, honey, to be honest. Don't you RSVP the shit. Don't put my hashtag, not on your profile. I don't want none of my, if you got MAGA, hashtag MAGA on your profile's bio, don't post shit about, because I want no parts of that. That is not my judge, honey. Well, enough politics for today, honey. Let's talk about another rat ass bitch, honey. Tekashi 69. So remember the last thing we talked about was him pretty much begging and pleading with the courts to not go back to prison for violating his probation and stuff. And then his mom had a violent run-in with four masked gunmen entered his house while his mom was there and stuff. Thank God she was not hurt. But honey, none of that begging and pleading he did worked, honey. So you should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Dumpster fire 6ix9ine sentenced to prison after probation violations pile up. And that's what y'all get for letting the shits pile up. So, but anyway, 6ix9ine stood before Judge Paul Engelmayer on December 5th as the federal court delivered his sentence for repeated probation violations. The rapper, whom the judge labeled as a dumpster fire, received a 3-month prison sentence after prosecutors argued that his cooperation in the non-Trey Gangsta Bloods case should not shield him from consequences. The Manhattan federal courtroom heard how 6ix9ine violated his supervised release multiple times since completing a 45-day jail term earlier this year. Federal prosecutors detailed his February drug possession charges in Palm Beach County, where officers discovered cocaine and MDMA inside his home. The violations occurred just weeks after his release from jail for previous misconduct involving methamphetamine use and unauthorized travel. Prosecutors painted a picture of escalating behavior that culminated in an August assault at a Wellington, Florida mall. Court documents reveal 6ix9ine attacked a man who mocked him for cooperating with federal authorities. The victim walked away initially, but 6ix9ine and an associate followed him upstairs, knocked him down, and struck him repeatedly until they noticed he was armed. The government had requested a sentence of between 3 and 9 months in prison, arguing that 6ix9ine treated his 2019 cooperation agreement as immunity from future criminal conduct. They told Judge Engelmayer that the rapper's actions demonstrated he believed cooperators were, quote unquote, above the law. 6ix9ine's legal troubles began in 2018 when federal agents arrested him on racketeering charges related to the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods. His decision to cooperate against former gang associates led to a reduced 2-year sentence in 2019, with Judge Engelmayer praising his apparent understanding of the consequences. 6ix9ine's cooperation in the 9 Trey case helped convict several gang members, but prosecutors argued today that his recent conduct past mistakes. And because I am I'm not gonna say like tired. Let's just say I know people that are involved, so I won't say too much about that case that he was. But I'm just happy to say that I'm glad his snitch ass is going because he's already showed people who he was for years, honey. And it's lock his ass up and what BB say, lock his ass up and melt the key.
You got it.
That's enough about him, honey. Woo child. Oh, this is a crazy story. And shout out to Chill for bringing this story to my attention, honey. So, y'all remember Alexander O'Neal, right? I'm sure, uh, former collaborator of Prince. Child, he had a scary incident, honey. So, I have this link here from TMZ. Former Prince collaborator saw his oxygen tube ablaze before apartment burned down. Imagine just getting out of ICU and then you just try to, recover. You are still in pain and shit, but next thing you look to the left and you see your damn oxygen tank on fire. Well, hold up now. When I tell you, thank God him and his wife got out of there. Oh my God. So
And 3 floors up in the apartment. 3
yes.
floors. That's crazy.
Ooh, child. So TMZ says we've got shocking new details regarding the potential origins of the apartment fire that sent soul singer and former Prince collaborator Alexander O'Neal to the hospital early Friday morning. The musician's wife, Cynthia, tells TMZ she recalls being woken up to Alexander frantically alerting her about a fire with his arms in the air, which is when she noticed a bubble of fire in the cord attached to his oxygen machine. He was on oxygen because he had just been released from the ICU hours before, following a nearly 2-week stay. Cynthia says she noticed a separate fire on the floor that Alexander had tried stumping out with his bare foot and burned himself doing so. The blaze grew to the mattress, and that's when they decided to leave their residence and call 911. She says they could only walk a few steps at a time because her husband is so weak from his hospitalization, during which he was on life support and diagnosed with a rare bacterial pneumonia along with an enlarged heart. She tells TMZ she and Alexander breathed in a great deal of smoke as they hobbled down 3 flights of stairs to the outdoors, where they were loaded into an ambulance and rushed to the hospital. We told you all about the catastrophe. Cynthia and Alexander, who was tapped as the lead singer of Prince's band The Time in 1980 before ultimately being let go, were both hospitalized as a result of the violent blaze that sprang up just after 1 a.m. Cynthia tells us she was released swiftly while Alexander was kept longer as tests were run on his lungs. Cynthia recalls returning to the apartment complex in Burnsville, Minnesota for Alexander's various medications to see the place totally destroyed and bottles melted. She tells TMZ, the whole place is totally demolished. There was nothing left. There was water up to my ankles. A rep for the city confirmed to TMZ the fire destroyed 4 units, making them unlivable. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Alexander was released from the hospital later on Friday, and they are now both seeking refuge at a family member's home as they plan their next move. Cindy has stayed positive about the devastating experience, noting, "We are so happy to be alive. We may not have a toothbrush, but we have a car. Our spirits remain good, and we are moving forward." After he cut ties with The Time, Alexander had a successful solo career, which included hits such as Wherever You Will Go, Sentimental, and Never Knew Love Like This. He remained friends with the Time drummer Jelly Bean Johnson, who died in late November. Cynthia tells TMZ her husband was unaware of his pal's death because he was on life support when the news broke. Baby, you had a oh my God. That I just could not imagine. Oh, that's some scary shit right there. Hey, Jamaican Queen. That is scary. But thank God, I'm telling you, thank God he was able to wake his wife up. Thank God she saw something was immediately wrong. And thank God, even though they had to do it slowly, they were able to get down the 3 flights of stairs and get outside into their ambulance.
Yeah,
And
because he's a big dude. I mean, thank God they made it out for real. To say that nothing's left, like the whole thing burned down.
and then 4 other units. They can't them people. Oof, oh, horrible. But what
That's
I don't understand, because they
thing.
said the cause of the fire is still under investigation. I was under the impression that it was the oxygen tank that did it, but maybe the oxygen tank maybe just exacerbated the fire.
Well, I mean, oxygen feeds a fire, so I'm not sure if the fire originated in their place as opposed to it being somewhere else and it was drawn to that oxygen because that, that'll give it fuel. But for the tubing to be on fire, it's like, I don't know if it started there, but he's fortunate that thing didn't explode on
Hmm.
him, that he was even awake to see it.
I mean, because and Chili, honey, you had a career in the ICU, honey. The last thing anybody who just got out of the ICU wants to do or even needs is to a fire like that. And oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I'm just,
He was weak. I mean, pneumonia and all of that. They sent him home to recover, but you can see he was still on oxygen. He needed a long recovery time, especially if he has a heart problem. You know, that's serious that she got him out of there. But I don't know. Back like when my dad was here and he was, disabled, he wasn't. He was slow walk. Like if they said if a fire happened, put him on the floor, like roll him up in a blanket or something and drag him out. I don't know how that would work with stairs. I don't have stairs, so I mean the fact that he was able to get down with her help, that's the scary part. Suppose he was really, kind of bedridden. Like how would she have gotten him down? I
and they're
guess
breathing in the flames. They breathing
yeah,
in the smoke. Oh,
yeah, it was definitely a bad situation. I'm glad he survived though.
well, shout out to him and his wife, and wishing you both a speedy recovery. Because I'm telling, my mind is just boggled. Like, oh, I just could not imagine going through that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well,
Very
our next
scary.
story. Now, our next story. So, do y'all remember we had that really long conversation about Future and his brother FBG Casino? And I
Yes.
think our Libra Queen doesn't believe that that's really his brother.
Yeah.
And remember how he got arrested? We learned that he got arrested and all of that. Under that, got fed charges. Well, child, they calling him a snitch now, honey. The streets are saying he might be a snitch because he's out. So I have this link from Hot New Hip Hop. FBG Casino's release from prison in Rico drug case gets explanation. So, Future's brother, FBG Casino, is a free man, but many fans question his special release in his Rico drug case. Some folks launched snitching allegations, which he denied. But according to Complex, there are now more details about the situation that will either quell fans' presumption or contribute to even more speculation. Per the outlet, the different artist had no bail upon his November 14th arrest, but the government asked on November 26th to review a decision from a magistrate judge who ordered a bond release. Authorities approved a $100,000 bond last week, secured by his girlfriend's home, and he went back home to his sister, Brittany. Now, Casino is on house arrest with exceptions for doctor visits and court dates. There are also various other rules and regulations, such as the active search for employment, location monitoring, no alcohol excess, and more. Elsewhere, sources allegedly close to the rapper caught by is that Streetwork 85 North on Twitter says that his release from jail owes itself to strong legal representation, not any cooperation with police or federal agents. We will see if this ever clears up more affirmatively in the near future. For those unaware, FBG Casino was arrested for fentanyl possession and charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute. Federal authorities raided an Airbnb in Forest Park, Georgia, and reportedly found 21 kilograms of fentanyl at the residence, in addition to around $384,000 in cash from multiple sources, a handgun, a money counter, a food sealer, and other packaging items.
Hold up.
Prosecutors.
How long was he in prison?
Girl,
26
not long.
kilos. Do you know that's 50 pounds?
Yes,
It's 2.2 pounds per kilogram. What? How long was he in prison?
he got arrested on November 14th, and then it looks like he got out on November 26th. So what is that? Two weeks or?
Oh, well, he hasn't had a trial yet. Oh,
Yep, and she put up his her house for collateral for him to get out. While I guess while he waits, and he on house arrest during that time.
oh, okay. I'm like, what?
You was like, hold up now. And it says prosecutors accused the co-defendant in the case, David Esteban Montillo Diaz, of selling the drugs to Casino when the raid occurred. The latter reportedly tried to escape the premises, but was unsuccessful. Meanwhile, FBG Casino now faces significant prison time. His charges could land him behind bars for anywhere from 10 years to the mandatory minimum, or a maximum life sentence. We will see what comes of the situation and whether or not we will get more case details about the arrest or the ensuing bail negotiations. Either way, it seems like quite the wide-ranging case that could be much more consequential than any one individual. Baby, when I tell you when this trial starts, I cannot wait. Just like the Lil Durk trial, I can't wait to see what comes of this, honey.
Yeah, he going to prison. 50 pounds of fentanyl? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Kingpin.
Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
So, I too question if this is Future's brother, but in the event that it is Future's brother, shouldn't his name be delayed or something?
Possibly. Who knows, honey?
Forgotten when he go to prison.
But yes, they said he is. You're right. Forgotten. Mm-hmm. Forgotten Casino, honey. But they said, but y'all need to know he is not a snitch, and he has good legal representation. And his girl put up her house for collateral for bail.
Oh yeah, he out on bond. I mean, that's not.
She's a dummy.
Look, I didn't want to say it.
Oh my god. I
didn't want to say it.
I'm like, girl, ain't no way. No way.
Well, that's that on that. This next story, I am so honey. When I was reading about it, I was giggling because Kate Winslet. I know y'all know who she is, right? Kate Winslet, the actress.
Rose Dawson from Titanic.
Ain't but one. She said you bitches is doing too much with your faces. Stop getting all this damn work done, and you bitches look like skinny little bobblehead bitches, and all y'all look crazy. Well, of course she didn't say it like that, but she did. She said she's tired of seeing it, honey. She said it looks horrible. Y'all look a mess. So I have this link from TMZ here, and you should see where it says Kate Winslet blasts young women overdoing plastic surgery and weight loss drugs. So, Kate Winslet really concerned about the overuse of plastic surgery and weight loss pills, claiming some aren't using it to be their best self. They're using it to be someone else. The actress sat down for a long interview with the UK outlet The Times, during which she talked about why she hasn't had any cosmetic procedures in her past, swearing she's never gone under the knife. Winslet says it devastates her to see certain women who already look gorgeous getting work done, adding it's frightening that a person could attach their self esteem to their looks. Kate says it's confusing at times, but she'll sometimes see someone on the red carpet being their natural, beautiful self and think society's changing for the better. But then she'll see how many people are using weight loss drugs and it'll stop her in her tracks. Kate Winslet adds, some are making choices to be themselves, others do everything they can to not be themselves. And do they know what they're putting in? The disregard for one's health is terrifying. It bothers me now more than ever. It's fucking chaos out here. However, stars getting the surgeries is really just the tip of the iceberg for Winslet, telling the outlet she's far more concerned with people who save up for Botox or the shit they put in their lips. Worth noting, a ton of stars have openly talked about all the work they've had done in recent months, with a number of them actually revealing the number of CCs in their breast implants, or if they've ever used Ozempic to drop weight. Kylie Jenner, she's also admitted to having some remorse over her own procedures. She said she'll even encourage her daughter Stormy to not indulge in it. Well, that's good to hear. And then it says, that said, others have praised
Will
the
Stormy have the genetics to not have to?
oh oh. Well, that said, others have praised the openness about these types of surgery, arguing it takes the stigma away from plastic surgery and brings it out in the open. So, and then they end with, what do you think? Is Kate Winslet right to bash the cosmetic craze, or should she let sleeping needles lie? Listen, I'm of the belief if you see a problem, say something, cause and her audience is like young white women. So, and that's who really needs to hear that message. Well, I mean, some of our girls can hear it too, honey, but they don't need to hear it as much as that audience over there. I think she's doing a good thing here. Honestly, I could be wrong, and I'm not a woman, so I definitely won't understand like because I know there's a stigma that women are pressured to, especially women in entertainment, are pressured to look younger, are pressured to have a certain body type, and I totally get it.
Yeah,
So
but then they get these surgeries, and not all of them get the best surgeon, and then they come out looking crazy, and now they look worse. They go from looking normal to worse and looking like caricatures of themselves, and there's a lot of more of examples of wrong surgeries than there are right surgeries. And people getting them in their 20s is so unnecessary. You ain't even moved out of the phase of into elderness, into getting, crow's feet, and you already fucking your shit up. So, I mean, I don't know. I think they should stop. I mean, Kylie Jenner, she really revolutionized changing her whole face. And, like, for the first time, somebody actually had some decent surgery. But she was, but not even a 20-year-old when she did that. And I mean, granted, she did look funny. But like, all the girls should not be doing this. It's not necessary.
you are so right. And I think like a big because in what she said, what Kate Winslet said, especially like with some of the people that she's seen on the red carpet, we've even seen like some of this in our favorite shows. And I can think two that I can think of right off the top of my head, for examples, The Boys, the young girl who played Starlight. And you see how in the beginning, in like the first couple of seasons, she looked one way, and then she had that work done to her face, hun. I think she maybe got a nose job and some lip injections or something. Now she looks totally different, and it's not. I hate to say this on the public recording line, but it's not a good look. It does not look good. And from Doom Patrol, Danielle Guerrera, is that how you say her last name? The one who was
I'm
in
gonna look
Orange is the
her
New
up.
Black. But she played a lot. She was really good in that show. But she had work done on her face. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Both of you were already gorgeous as girls. But
Well,
again, that
you,
pressure of
hmm
being in the
let me get this
industry.
one thing in before Will goes. I'm gonna tell you, classic example that a surgery ruined somebody's career. Crazy enough, Jennifer Grey. Was it Jennifer Grey? Jennifer, who was in Dirty Dancing. After Dirty Dancing, she went and got a nose job. Didn't nobody know who the hell she was. And then she didn't act no more.
No, I don't know who that is. That's probably why I don't know, but because
Dirty
that nose
Dancing, the
job.
main character. I can't. Jennifer. I think it's Jennifer Grey is her name.
Let me go Google her while. Go ahead, favorite tourist.
You know, I have a slightly different opinion than everyone, unfortunately. My thing is, I definitely think it's a sign of the times that we're living in and the media that most people are consuming at this point that's ultimately encouraging a lot of the surgeries going on. And while I understand Kate has a certain demographic that's the majority of her fan base, I don't see how she's combating that outside of finger wagging, considering the privilege and access that she has. I would, instead of shunning it, I would have loved to see her put her proverbial money where her mouth is and join an initiative, create an initiative, something that shows that she's actively combating against the thing that she's speaking out against. The plastic surgery and the weight loss, or what have you. I definitely think it's just a byproduct of the times we're living in, with the access that everyone has with social media and the media in general. That's why we're seeing it in such large amounts of folks going under the knife. Sounds like, and I know she means well, but considering it's not like us saying it on the panel. Like, she's someone who has skin in the game, and just to rest on the laurels of blasting it, I think it's kind of tone deaf, in my opinion.
I know that's right. And y'all, I had to so I googled Jennifer Grey because I'm not familiar with this person. I've only like the Dirty Dancing I've seen it so long ago. So if you ask me who other than who was it, Patrick Swayze is in that movie, I can't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But I just find it very interesting. So yes, I'm looking at the before and after. This woman they done took her from Barbara Streisand to Leah Thompson. Wow, it does look like two different people. That's crazy.
Well, that's when I found out when you mess with your nose, it changes your whole face. She literally
Oh.
became a whole different person. I had no clue. And then everybody just kind of fell off. I mean, I guess she's done some work, but I don't really think she did a lot.
Which is very interesting because do you remember when Stephanie Mills and Patti LaBelle, along with Shaka Khan, now Shaka didn't have any surgery, but you remember how Patty and Stephanie were talking about how they both have had nose jobs and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
like excelled their careers.
I remember
Mm-hmm.
So
that.
yeah, that's really interesting. So to hear what happened to Jennifer, so it was like the opposite happened to her. She stopped
Well, she's
working
a
because
white
of that.
woman, but black, Patti LaBelle had that nose. She had a spread. And yeah, she thinned her nose out, and yeah, it's, I don't know. Jennifer Grey is the only person that I know, like, I remember that being a talk. Like, she got her nose done, and just, it became like she was in obscurity for a while. But I mean, I guess she's done a few projects here and there, but I mean, she doesn't look bad. She just looks different.
Right, yeah.
She just don't look like the same person.
So I imagine that, like for a lot of people in, just like you, that was a lot of their awakening for when you do something to your nose, like it changes your whole look. Because
Yeah,
it
that's the
really
one
did
thing
for this
that do.
woman.
No, it really did. Patty still looks the same because she just had it thinned out, her nose thinned out. But yeah, that white woman took her Jewish nose away, child, and she was somebody completely different.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't, I think a little plastic surgery is cool here and there, but it seems as though it's become an addiction for a lot of people. And like Cardi B. Like, I'm like, girl, you can stop. Lil Kim, she kept going. I was like, girl, you could have stopped at the first one, even though I wish you wouldn't even mess with your teeth because she was so cute.
What
But there
in
was
Little
also
Kim's case though, she wanted to stop, but that man kept beating on her. Allegedly
well,
did.
right. I
I
know we
was just
had
gonna
that
say
part,
that
but
same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
I know they say that, but I'm like, good child. I just and then who else? Um, there's a few people. I mean, well, of course we know Michael. Of course we know some of the older ones that kept going. Well, we know Joan Rivers. She died on the damn table, having a routine, regular something, and ended up dying. Go ahead, Will.
I'm shocked to hear nobody mentioned Vivica A. Fox.
Oh, she crossed my mind, but I had mentioned that before. That's another one who went to go fill her lips and it ended up looking stupid.
Not too much of my sister wife.
Mm. Yeah, too much on her. Yes, I am, because she fucked her face up for no reason.
I'm,
Girl, you the blueprint with no top lip or not. You are that bitch. What was you doing? I'm sorry. The fuck?
my thing is, you know what? It's people's money, it's people's skin. I hope it gets stretched and pulled to their heart's desire more for
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's your money, but again, I think I feel more passionate about it when it's our community. Like Vivica, you was fine. You didn't have to do nothing. You was at the height of your career and you messed with your face, and then it kind of quieted down. And maybe that's just maybe they are not even related, but they came along at the same time, and I hate that for her.
And somebody put in the chat, which I did not know, a facelift only lasts 7 years.
Yeah,
What?
all
I'm
that shit
thinking
is temporary.
it's expensive and as damn extensive as that procedure is. It only lasts 7 years. Y'all can't even
Guess
get a
what?
decade. Oh,
Guess what? Gravity don't stop gravity.
touche.
It
The
don't
more you
stop.
know.
Them butts y'all get in, gravity be pulling on them. Them titties y'all get,
It's
them
like
it.
gra-
the Queen India Ari said. Don't need your silicone. I prefer my own. God give me
Okay,
it's just mine.
It-
Look,
even with
she
the
also
titties,
said
you got
I've
to.
not my hair and also had on a wig. So I don't. Let me stop.
okay.
Oh,
Well, you right. You okay? But
I think
I don't mind a little. I want a little nip, a little suck, a little suck a little belly fat out here, a little. But stay away from my face.
Baby, if you ever watch that botch program, it make you scared.
Oh, I watch bots, and
Mm-mm.
that's why you can't be fooling with everybody.
Mm-mm. And all of those surgeons ain't bad people, just bad results, you know?
Hmm. And also, like the thirst of people going and they want it so bad that they'll go to somebody's back room and get filled with cement or some other
Oh, yeah,
chemical
that's
that
wild.
kills them.
Or go overseas.
Hmm.
A lot of complications occur over there. I mean, they do it for a cheaper price, but I just, I'm a rock with what God gave me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do be wanting a little, like, ooh, just a little. Give me a little booty. I mean, I never
Yeah,
was. I don't want no extra, but just give me a little bump. I'm not saying I'm back flat, but I'm black people's. I ain't got no booty.
No,
I'm the
we need
black
like
people's
we
version,
need dunks, honey. We need to get like because I feel you, babe. We gonna go together, honey, so we can get dunks. So that way we can be video girls and pieces next video.
and I don't even want a whole dunk. I just need a little bump, a little apple bite. I don't even want the
you little
BBB
little
of the L. Yeah, I just need a little just just enough to just push my jeans just a little bit,
She got
a
an
little
Somewhere
cup.
tuck your little yeah around the She
ump.
got house. an
Yeah. Yeah, I just need, something that when you cup it feel the hands right there under the bottom. That's all. I don't even want a lot.
Go ahead, favorite Taurus.
well, I hear there's a place called Mondays you can go that would help with that. Moon.
Monday. Uh, Let me hold on. You
Oh, you
Girl,
you
don't
silly.
talking
don't
to
call them
I
that,
I
girl.
got that.
I'm like, wait,
Somebody
what?
invite me to my days. I'm trying to be in there too.
Because after one class, y'all gonna cuss Will's fucking ass out, honey. I'm telling you.
Oh, 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 oh. You know what, bitch? No, thank you. Because did he just say something about whose workout plan was he trying to implement last week?
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, bitch.
Exactly.
I'm not. I am almost boxed myself. But let me just tell you,
It
that
worked.
is a goal that is really far out. We got
It
to baby
worked,
steps.
girl. You want to buy
Um,
it, you don't want to work for it. Is that what you're saying?
Ooh,
baby steps.
ooh.
I'll work for it. I just don't try and jump out the gate like I'm there. Work me up.
No, it wouldn't be like that.
But guess what I did get, y'all? I got Better Me's Pilates little package with
Mm-hmm.
my little weights, with my little Pilates thing, because I am, see, sculpting the booty is a project that I would like to do naturally.
Yeah, do it naturally. It can be
Because
done.
I would like to keep my money
You
so
can
I could
do
go
it
on a trip
naturally.
with the booty.
I
And I
never you
used
up my
my self
it's all in
health savings
me.
account because if your insurance, if you are bitches with some insurance, that you should check and see if they cover it because they do. And them 300, I said, oh, y'all could use this little, yeah, let me spend this little 300 on this card. Well, it's really 800, but I was like, here you go, take all that, send me my stuff, let me get set up to do the Pilates because the Pilates out here give you a hard body.
You're
I
absolutely
ain't
right
got
about
no.
that, Moon. If you have an HSA or FSA account, some of the
Hmm.
things that we don't even realize that they cover, like look into it. Because I have hit up Amazon, right? There are things you can get off there that they cover. So
Hmm.
yeah, you got to look into
They
that stuff.
usually don't cover apparel, but all of that equipment that it was like 300 some dollars. All that. Then I turned around and paid for the subscription, the little workout little subscription they have, it was like a special for $20. That's going to be paid on that,
$20.
and $20. And then a bitch is getting old, and I
A
do a
bitch
lot
is
of
old
desk work,
today.
but you need some stretching, and then I spent the majority of that because the stretch lab was having a sale. Baby, let me get stretched and limber. Let me have my little Pilates,
You about to work it out.
and it's enough time by
Then
summer.
you
I
better work it
might have
out.
a hard body, maybe.
I love
But
my Libra Queen is a jukebox, honey. She does gave us 3 different songs.
Baby, she got a song for every, and it transitions well.
I love it.
hey,
Maybe you can
so
hop on IKP's track.
Meow,
right,
Come on,
but
collab.
that's the
meow.
thing. See, BB, look, all the girlies out there, if you got a little FSA, see how much you got for health and wellness and stuff like that, and you might be able to do a little something. That's baked into my 2026 goals.
And sometimes your general benefits package, they may have like discounts with gyms because mine does. I'm just lazy. But don't be like me, be better. You can look into it and see what they have because sometimes they have like with Planet Fitness, you don't have to pay that annual fee. You just pay the monthly, or you may get that monthly at a discounted rate. So it's
Hmm.
definitely
Or
worth
they may
looking
cover
into.
it all
Or they may cover it all. You never know. Looking because most of the time they're not gonna announce it. You got to really go
and look for it.
search. But
Y'all
to
better listen to them.
2026, unbig our backs.
That's what we on?
That's what
Unbig
we
her
all,
backs,
baby.
absolutely.
I am not my health.
Well, I got 3 more stories left. And
Oh.
Chill, I'm glad you brought up Botched, because Dr. Terry from Botched.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we have been talking for a long time, like since the beginning of this year, about Brandy Glanville and how she had what she thought was a parasite in her face. So he reached out to her and was like, hey, what's going on? We can get to the bottom of this, because she said she done seen every doctor from the rooter to the tutor, and no one could figure out what the hell was wrong with her. Well, now she is happy to report that she got a diagnosis. So I have this link from
It
TMZ.
took all year.
It took all year, because I guess it was, I guess, so complex that even when Dr. Terry stepped in, he was the fastest. This is like the fastest turnaround time that we've seen when we first started telling us the story. So y'all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Brandy Glanville says she got diagnosis for face parasite. She didn't tell us what it is, but she's really excited, and because she's been going through it, and you can tell.
So she really does have a parasite.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
And
I
they
don't
had
even
to,
know
like,
how she got that.
they had to do a biopsy and everything, honey. She probably don't even know. But let's just watch.
Well, if she subscribed to the Caucasians cleanliness practices, then I could tell you how she got
it. Well, she's really excited that she does that. She's going to tell us what it is soon, but right now this is just her telling us about the diagnosis that she just got.
It was a scary process. What is the update? You look fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you. The update is I do finally have a diagnosis, and I will be sharing that soon. And I have a long road ahead of me to get fully better, but I finally have an answer. So I'm just thrilled.
Is there anything you can tell us about what this process has been like for you?
It's been hell. Honestly, I've turned into an introvert. Leaving my house, I get the worst anxiety because I've been in my house for 2 years.
So it's been 2 years since this started.
2.5
long
years.
Time. So, and you just recently got a diagnosis?
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you been told anything that you could do to prevent this from happening again, or?
Yeah, I mean, yes. And then there's multiple things happening.
Okay.
So, there's just different things. It's going to be a long road ahead of me, but I called my mom today and she literally cried because, sometimes I sit down and I can't get up. And it's so scary. And I just was I don't want to live this life. Mm-hmm. So I had those thoughts, which were really frightening because I've never been like that, not I'm on an antidepressant and it helps, but I've never thought of not wanting to be here.
But what are you able to tell us about it?
That's it. I don't want to mess anything up.
Okay.
I have a big fat mouth and I usually mess everything up.
Good for her. Really good, because we've seen it. We've talked about this story several times, and we know she was going through it. She was like, "What the hell is wrong with me?" And then to hear that it had her suicidal, that was just sad. So I'm glad to see that, and she does look good. She looks really good, because remember the last time we saw her and her face, it didn't look that good. So good for her. Honestly, good for her. Well, we have a comment. I heard the land of Caucus has limited running water. Oh.
Well, that's how they act.
And that's how they smell. Allegedly. That's how they smell. They're like, y'all, what is this smell?
That's because they don't bathe regularly. Babe, wash my legs.
My feet are self-cleaning.
That's why you got them cracked heels self-cleaning my ass.
Wow. I missed part of it because, yeah. Anyways, but in this article it says she's not revealing it. She's trying to make some grand announcement. Baby girl, please.
It's Brandy Scamville. That's what she does best. She's gonna monetize it. She's been taking people who are interested.
We
Now,
no longer want any other updates. Thanks. Get us out the group chat.
Exactly. We good, girl. But I mean, the thing I hate about white people, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say this recorded. The thing I hate about them and their hygiene practices is that they justify being nasty. And look at you like you're weird. Because you say you use a wash rag. What is that? Baby,
Look,
something that you need because you smell like rotten flesh.
baby, what was it? Somebody said that somebody told them that black black people smell too much like soap and it bothers them. I said, what? What? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, they will say that. Now, let's be clear. Some people are hypersensitive to certain smells and things like that, but they act like if you come around them and you smell like a little doll or a little dove, oh my gosh, what is that? And it's like it's
But
giving
if
them
I
some type of hyper girl. What,
but if I
baby? I'm
tell you
clean.
with my sensitive nose that you smell like wet fucking dog and goddamn tobacco, now I'm the motherfucking problem.
Now you doing microaggressions, but we get microaggressions because we clean. Girl, leave me alone. You stink, and you need to go do something about that. We tired of it.
Well,
You
the
smell like
audacity
mold,
over there
mold and
is
mildew.
the audacity over there is records. It's beyond. Go ahead, Will.
There might be something too, because yesterday I was working in a co-working space and I had my back turned.
Uh-uh.
And I had my back turned, and I was just minding my business. Then I got a waff
Oh
of
Jesus.
fragrance,
Not a walk.
and I was like, "They got cats in here."
Yeah.
And I turned around, and it was my neighbor. And
Mhm.
and yes, they are. So there might be something to what
Well, as
everyone.
soon as you said cats, I mean, well, when you said you got a wolf, I already know where you was going, but cats even strengthen that a little bit
Like,
more.
it smelled like unwashed cats and cheese. It was just, and had the nerve to have on pajamas. Like, I know you fucking lying.
Oh, well, that body has not seen water.
And I don't know if y'all heard what just happened, because my favorite Taurus ain't beating them wagging allegations, honey. Because he said I had my back turned. Deep.
Hello.
We heard it. We've been asked to not talk about his wagon, but we know Will is dragging a wagon.
I may,
I
you
cannot
know,
confirm or
We know
deny
he is a
that.
dream girl. He is heavy,
I
heavy.
have
Yo, that is
seen,
so heavy.
I have seen Will, and I will not confirm or do not
Don't you
deny
start
nor
with
will
me,
the
I.
baby.
allegations,
Nor
but
will I.
That's why
y'all,
you need to be at that Monday night class. Hello, hello.
y'all ain't too far off.
You know what? Don't you start with me.
Will, listen, be grateful for your blessings. Some of us are straight up and down. Like Hammy gets on me all
And
the
has the
time,
nerve
baby.
to have them calves out. Okay, okay, let me be quiet.
Ooh,
You
See,
should
that's
hear
and
all the
how
secrets. See,
Hammy talks about me. He tells me all the time I have a very long back. So it's okay to have blessings.
Oh,
I
But
am
I
not my
embrace it.
hair.
I embrace it because if I want to change it, if I want my spare tire in the front to move towards the back, there's work that has to be done. Okay? But I'm not gonna
look,
glamville myself. We're not gonna do that.
hold up, is this right?
And he called up
thank
Brandon
God no one has
Canville.
told me I have a long back. That I have not had that one. See,
Well, I told
I've
y'all
got
y'all experience Hammy. He's a raging Libra. So
Well,
we'll leave it
yeah.
at
okay.
that.
Wait a minute now.
I mean, if you survived and nothing he has said has gave you your 13th reason why, then you a strong individual. Because
Yeah,
that motherfucker
absolutely.
does not pull no punches.
Not
Look,
too much on my fellow Libra. Okay,
Oh,
not
look,
too
I'm so
Your
glad that
fellow
ass is
Libra?
working.
Not 13 Reasons Why. Wow. That that's some long back shit.
That is a documentary waiting to happen, Surviving Libras, because I have a story to tell.
Mhm.
Wow, that is so crazy, BB. So fucking
I'm just gonna be y'all see how he terrorized the chat?
Mhm.
Surviving Libra.
terrorize or tell the truth.
Terrorizing. You could be a terrorist and tell the truth.
I mean, okay,
I
I'm
mean,
with you when you're right.
we have to deal with Tony Braxton on that show of hers, and she's definitely
Hey,
a terrorist there.
Take this ring off.
I'm just
I'm
saying the
I'm with
tea
you
is
when you're right.
moist.
I'm with you when you're right.
You gotta survive Libras, cause Lord, they'll have you so. Go ahead, Will. You've been raising your hand. I know your big booty is itching to say something. Go ahead, boo.
You know what? I was gonna say I had a better analogy. He smelled like raw eggs when you put a seasoning in right before you about to cook it. You know that it smells musty. That's what he smelled like.
Ew. I'm sorry you have to share a space with that.
Man, that's that on that, honey. Enough about white people smell because I feel like I'm starting to taste it in my mouth or something. I don't know if it's coming through the computer monitor. I don't know. But
Well, congratulations for Brandy Scamville.
oh
It's a
Wow.
man.
yeah,
Mm.
really though, congrats to her because she really been going through, and I was actually feeling sorry for her.
She really
Why?
has. I mean, a face parasite. What the wildest shit you could ever have? Like, what the hell?
But why was you feeling sorry for her?
Imagine like waking up, you
No.
trying to your whole face is there, the whole side of your face is gone. You can't figure out what the hell is happening. No doctor can tell you what's going on.
I
That
mean,
was
but
that
can
hell
we
out of
be
me.
honest? There was no difference from her and the parasite.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god.
Oh, we better get off of
I
this story.
I couldn't tell. Allegedly.
I
Allegedly.
was not ready.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Well, this next story, we won't spend too much time because it's really a nothing burger. Just
We
more of an
tired of
update.
nothing burgers. We
Well, they in the
hungry.
news, and you was the only one in this show who watched this show, so this is really for you.
But I don't want it.
You gonna
Well,
get
y'all
this work.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna actually share my screen so y'all can see the family photo. But it says David Del Rio appears in wife's family photo amid sex assault claims. So y'all remember how he was fired from the Matlock reboot
And
Yeah.
for
I'm really
sexual
trying to
assault?
figure out when he got fired because the latest episode he's still all up and through there. So
If I'm not mistaken, I think they finish him with the entire first season. I
this is
believe.
this is not the first season though. This is second season.
Oh, they on season 2 already.
Yes.
Girl, get the bleep out of here.
Hmm.
Well,
Already.
he got fired a few weeks ago, but I'm sure the episodes that's up until that point is coming out.
Hmm. Well, y'all see here what it says David Del Rio has resurfaced on social media in a wholesome family holiday picture months after being fired from Matlock over sexual assault allegations made by his co star. The actor's wife, Catherine Del Rio, her, anyway, she posted an Instagram story Saturday sharing a tweet snapshot of herself, David, and their daughters. What's that? Lilium, Kelly Wallace, and Coco. The family smiled alongside an inflatable gingerbread man. Mm. Next, the gingerbread man probably gonna come out with some allegations, honey. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, she captioned the post, belated Thanksgiving fun, deeply thankful for my family, who always showed up for the girls and I. David looked relaxed and in good spirits, a notable shift considering he's been off social media since his abrupt exit from the CBS show. We broke the story. Leah Lewis filed an allegation with CBS on October 2nd, claiming David sexually assaulted her on September 26th. The actor was immediately removed from the studio lot, and following an internal investigation, CBS fired that ass. The LAPD told TMZ at the time that no police report matching the date of location or of Lewis's allegation has been filed. Meanwhile, David has lawyered up, hiring powerhouse Hollywood attorney Sean Hawley to represent him, which we talked about here before. For now, Del Rio seems focused on his family. He better. What else you gonna be focused on? Your co-star who you sexually assaulted? Like allegedly. But so that's that on that. He took a
And then
photo and they want.
it be the wise to stand by her man.
Mhm.
Shut up, girls.
And she was definitely standing by him. She said some really nasty things about Leia. So that's why I'm looking at her like, you are definitely not a girl's girl. So that's that on that, honey.
Until he found guilty, and then I was doing what I could to stand by my husband.
Oh, the wagon backing up again.
Not you
back it up.
accidentally hitting buttons just because you turned around.
Back it up.
Will must have to go to the bathroom.
Wheel the
Oh
body.
wow.
Wheel the wagon.
You need to quit because he gonna make us pay for that.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
We just
Uh,
having a little fun, Will. It's okay.
it's okay, but I'll see y'all at 5 o'clock. Don't
Look, he
worry.
said, I'm going to have
I'll
some
see
fun
you
too.
at 5 o'clock.
He
Auntie
said, I'm going to
always
show y'all
getting
how you're
us in
supposed to have
trouble.
fun.
Now all y'all gonna have wagons.
Auntie be getting us in trouble.
I sure do. Will
You're a
said he over here like
troublemaker.
Rasputia, honey. He said, okay, y'all want to see a bitch go down a slide? I'm going to show you
I'll
how a bitch
show
go
you
down
how
a
a
slide.
bitch come down a slide. Is that thing gonna be there?
Oh, well, our last story, honey. So, if you heard that Martha Stewart said that she chose the way that she wanted to, like if Martha Stewart had a choice of being buried or cremated, what do y'all think she would choose? You know, what you know about Martha Stewart?
She wants to be composted.
You are absolutely
Yep.
right, honey.
Cremated, yeah.
She wants to be composted. She didn't even say cremated, honey. She just said wrap me up in plastic and dig a big ass hole and throw me up in that motherfucker, honey. She's
Well,
like,
some
why not?
people
It's my house.
get buried under trees and stuff. They don't put them in caskets. They put them in a compostable container and let them just, decompose.
No, that's right. Well, that's exactly what she wants to happen here, according to TMZ. And y'all should see where it says Martha Stewart says she wants to be composted when she dies. So let's watch this little clip of her talking about it. Give me one sec. Let me share my screen. I have to say, that's a good looking 80-year-old white woman, though, for real, for real.
Stop saying.
The surgeon,
Uh,
though. The surgeon.
Oh, too shy.
Do you want to be buried or cremated?
Oh, I'm going to be composted.
Do you know what? 5 people said to me ahead of time they knew I was asking you that, and they were like, "Oh, she's totally going to be composted."
Yeah, I mean,
Now, what does that mean?
when one of my horses dies, we dig a giant hole really deep in one of my fields. We have a pet cemetery, and the horse is wrapped in a clean white linen sheet and very carefully dropped down into this giant, lovely grave. I want to go there.
Are you allowed to do that? Like, is
I
that
don't know.
legal to wrap you in a
I
white
don't-
sheet and just bury you in
Why
your
not?
backyard?
It's not going to hurt anybody. It's my property.
I mean, I don't disagree. I just,
But
just
but
making sure.
these coffin things and all that stuff,
It's a
no
lot. That's
way.
such a rack.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if y'all had the option, is that something that you would look into? To be completely
Yes.
honest, honey, so that is something that you would consider?
Yeah.
Cremate me. Burn me up. Donate me to somebody. Just make sure I do not want to be buried because I don't want to come back in no zombie apocalypse. Okay.
That's crazy because my mother who raised, or my birth mom and my bonus dad, they both want to be cremated. But for me, I would like to be very similar to either uh a Jewish burial or Islamic burial, where they essentially they don't do anything to the body. They just wash it and clean it. And for Jews, I think they put them in a pine box. I'm not sure for Islam, but just very simple. I don't want anything done to my body. Don't try to make me up or whatever. Just put me in the ground. If it's in a wood box, cool. If it's in a linen bag thing, shebang, cool. And let me go and be amongst the earth. Amen.
Don't make me over.
Yeah, pine box would be good.
Never for you.
I want to be cremated though, personally.
And I had some people who've gotten their ashes made into diamonds with their cremation remains.
You can get
Really?
Yeah.
lockets,
I mean, that's how diamonds are formed, essentially. So it's
pendants.
definitely something
Yeah.
that you can do. And I think more people should talk about it. You know, one of the things I was so grateful for was my mom having this conversation, because my brother, when she paid, he was like, no, I'm going to give her a freedom. And I was like, well, you have to have me sign off on it. So I'm going to let you go to bed and we're going to do what she says she wanted to do. But you can be mad at it tonight. But when we wake up tomorrow, we'll go back to the funeral home. We're going to do what she asked. and
Right.
she wanted to be cremated. So I think more people should have that conversation because it's
I
something
told
we don't talk about because it's taboo. But we should, because I have a living will, and it says you will not have a funeral for me. No
absolutely,
funeral.
I absolutely agree. I've known what my mom has wanted all my life since I was like 10 or 12. She said she wanted to be cremated. She wanted her ashes to be thrown in the Peace River, with the exception that if she dies before my littlest sister is of a certain age, that she can keep some of her ashes. Other than that, cremate her and put her in the Peace River. Amen, girl. No problem.
That's their wishes.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
favorite Taurus.
I'm sorry, but some people don't deserve to be turned into diamonds. As horrible as they are on Earth,
Wow.
absolutely not. They need to be turned into coal
Only
or
only
stones.
only Taurus would say that.
I'm just saying, when I die, turn me into a diamond. They're like the shittiest person on Earth. Absolutely not. That is not indicative of the life you lived. Okay, the fuck.
Oh boy.
Also, this whole composting thing. There's a through line of cannibalism. I'm not sure if y'all seeing, and considering the history of certain demographics of people, very questionable. Very questionable. But go and let half, I guess.
I love Will and
Yeah,
his
for
posterior.
Cannibalism? What the fuck?
I've never like something like this. I've never even put much thought into it. I remember my mother telling us like a very long time ago, like her wishes are to be cremated. We may need to revisit that conversation because I don't know if things have changed. I never thought about it when it came to me. I just felt my whole thought process is shit. I'm gonna be gone. What the hell I'm gonna do? Do whatever y'all want with my body. Well, not whatever you want to do with my body.
Well,
Certain
you need
things,
to
right?
tell somebody.
You could be made into a tree. Your ashes could be burned and like made put a part of in the part of like the base of a tree. Um, Even with cremation, there's a lot of times, in the Black community, we big about funerals and whatnot. But there's funeral homes where you can basically rent a casket to do a wake, and
Mm-hmm.
then have
Cremate you afterwards. Yeah.
the body cremated afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nuanced conversation because, like, for my mom, she was so malnutrition when she passed. I didn't want anybody to see her like that. So I was like, go ahead and just, do the cremation. So it's a very nuanced conversation. But I do want to highlight that, Auntie, you talked about consistency, and even in the afterlife, you're consistent in how you want to be treated. Just do what you want with my body. Same way
Yeah.
that you live. I love that about you. You know what, girl? You are everything.
Thank
Yes.
you. Oh, this pussy gonna live on forever.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this bitch in the chat, I am screaming. Where was you at earlier, bitch, when we was talking shit about you?
Why would you do that?
Go ahead,
Hellish
favorite
pussy.
Taurus.
Auntie, I don't know why you sitting up here lying. You want to be buried at the headquarters of Biscuitville. Please stop playing with us.
You know what? You are absolutely right, honey. Yeah. Oh, Hammond was in the meeting. Good. I kept saying, I'm so glad this bitch hard at work because he will be up in the chat eating us up right now, honey.
Eating you up. Let's be clear.
He gonna cremate you, put you in an urn, and throw a McRib in there for you.
Oh, thank you.
Which
Burn
Oh,
you up
essentially
with a
is
few of your
bad
favorite
compost.
things.
thank you. That is so sweet. Thank y'all.
How many times have you been to McDonald's since they launched the sandwich?
I actually haven't been, in support of Palestine. So
What?
I actually haven't had a McRib. And because remember they came back last year too around this time.
They
And I didn't
Yeah.
have
did.
With the
one
big
last year
bottle of
then.
sauce.
Hmm. So yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things that you gotta stand for something or fall for anything. And you know what McDonald's did in regards to that and sending the IDF like all that food and stuff, it just didn't sit right with me. So I had to fall back on I just go to the grocery store and get the little banquet ones and the little roll, honey. Make the shit a
Banquet.
yes, honey.
Ugh, let me mute myself, child. It just gets worse and worse.
But no, hashtag free Palestine. Yeah, I haven't had a since they came out since last year. I just had to make a personal stand for myself and that was it.
But I just
I'm
I want to
proud of
bring
you.
the serious moment back to encourage everyone. The only thing that is guaranteed in life is death, and to make sure that you tell someone what you want for yourself in your burial. I understand that some people don't care. There's other people who do care. Let somebody know your wishes. And if you are in a position to do so, definitely seek into getting a will done, healthcare proxy, all of those
Yes,
documents,
I was
so
gonna
that
say, yeah.
people have an idea of what you want and try to keep them up to date as possible. Because again, no one knows you better than you, and at least if you give somebody an idea of what's going on with you or what your wishes are, whether it's in life or whether it's in death, um, you can have someone
Yeah,
advocate
I
on
hear
your
you. What's up?
behalf.
What?
That's real, Libra Queen. Have some life insurance.
Please, Lord,
Because if I see one
GoFundMe
more
is not
GoFundMe, because
GoFundMe
there
is.
are some situations where it's needed, right? Obviously, and I think it should be reserved for those situations. But
Listen
if you're
here,
educated, have some insurance, something.
BB. I'm fighting back on that because I'm gonna tell you this right here. My grandfather has the education of a sixth grader, less than sixth grade. I think he only went to the sixth grade. He's about 83, about to be 83, 84 years old, somewhere around there. My grandfather, with his lack of education, knew better knew enough to know that every child that he's had, that every grandchild that he has had, that he has been able to pay for life insurance when that child was 1 year of age, he bought policies on all of them. And he was very uneducated. So I don't give a pass to people who think, oh, well, there's certain circumstances. I absolutely get it. But at the same time, when people can say, hey, I want Louis Gucci, this, that, and the third, I want the newest iPhone, I want J's on my feet. There are literally plans that you can get when people are
Cheap.
born at 1 years old
Cheap.
that cost less than all of those things.
Yep. Cheap when you really are.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I give grace because I just always believe grace is needed. My grandmother just turned 100 years old today, actually,
Happy birthday
and
to her because that's a blessing.
Birthday.
yes,
Happy
but
birthday,
she did have
Sagittarius.
yes, thank you. But that helped. Like when my grandmother has buried 7 out of 8 of her kids, and we were able to bury them because of her intellect. Like I don't know if there was a thing, I don't know what happened back in the day, but those people believed in those policies and they paid them. And this is when the
Hello.
insurance man had to come to your house and get the
Hello.
payment. So it is very much needed. So you got to have all of that. And then there's things like Legal Shield. You can get a free month, get those
Mm-mm.
documents. Or if you know somebody that's a notary, get those things notarized. Have somebody you trust know what that stuff is because life is uncertain.
Hello, and especially young life. It's not even about, like, if there was a GoFundMe for an older person, I would be more apt to donate to. But when I see it's for young kids who are doing things that, like, living life like there's no end, that's where I'm like, why are you now creating a GoFundMe to support a a funeral when you have this person all on social media, got stacks and stacks of money, and Louis and Gucci and this and that. Y'all better get to selling it, because just like this person thought it was important to have these brands and to be walking advertisement for people who don't give a fuck about you in real life, you should have enough sense about yourself. I don't care what you do, but you should have enough sense about yourself to at least put money away for one, a rainy day, but also two, especially if you're living a fast life, for if and when something fucking happens to you. Like, come on, let's call a thing a thing. Let's be real about it. Like, death is guaranteed, and for some young people, unfortunately, that shit come quicker than what we expect for our lifetimes, because they live out here, they live YOLO or whatever they saying nowadays. Like, they're gonna live forever, like nothing can happen to them. Like, they Teflon. And I really want people to be so, so, so fucking for real. The easiest thing to do is get life insurance. The easiest thing to do It's a, especially if you're living a fast life, it's to set somebody to the fucking side. Put it in a fucking piggy bank box, whatever, shoebox, whatever you got. So at least you don't have to put somebody in a position, your praying grandma, your mom and your auntie, your daddy, your uncle, whoever, in a position where they have to go into debt or they have to be on the mercy of other people to put you away. That's my biggest gripe about our community.
Yeah,
I
and
second that. I definitely
that's a real
second
thing.
for sure. Just started a life insurance policy through the VA hospital because they offer them for veterans, and it was a hard
VGLI.
conversation. Saying,
VGLI.
yeah, exactly. And I was talking to getting some information from my nephew about it because I put both of them as beneficiaries, and it was an interesting conversation. But I mean, at the time, I mean, it was just last year, but like I was totally on that same kind of thought process that you just laid out there so beautifully. So like, it's real, and I just turned 40, so like it's never too late or too early to well, maybe too late if it's like close to your time. But I'm like, with me and everything I got going on, I don't know. Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like Derek say.
No, that's Moon. I know
Well,
you had your hand up, but I definitely want to hear what you have to say. My last thing on that is, if you have a policy through your place of employment, make sure that every year that you renew your benefits, you understand who that policy is through, and you get the information and you pass it along to your beneficiary. I have seen so many people pass away that had an insurance policy through their job, and they're living benefactor didn't know, and that money never got paid out until years later litigation and things happen. Please make sure that you talk through that and get that done as well.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead, gorgeous moon.
I just wanted to reiterate what Quinn said. Well, actually, what BB just said, I needed to hear that because I don't know exactly, and I've told my sister that she was, but again, I didn't ever get the information, so that was something I needed to hear. Second of all, I wanted to reiterate, just because you tell somebody does not mean that means you need, if you just write it down and have someone notarize what you want so that, and then keep it in a safe, that is important, but it has to be official because them people do not care that so and so told you what to do, especially if they have other people in their lives that want to dictate what's going on. So if if that person, if your best friend told you, and she's got a husband or something, or he, or whatever the situation is, if they say they wanted you to be responsible, then you need to get that in writing with the notary and put it up, because somebody's going to contest it, somebody's going to do whatever they want to do, all kind of stuff. So you got to have that legalized, period. If she's just telling you on the whim, oh, I want you to take the kids, and da 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 da, but y'all ain't did no legal work, baby, them kids might go who knows where. So make sure you get it notarized, make it legal.
Amen. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
I was gonna uh, to second those sentiments as well. In some cases, you can also use a family Bible for certain things as well. But it's again, like Moon said, to always have it notarized, um, just to make it official. And then I wanted to go back and also make a secondary statement about life insurance. The best time in life to get life insurance for anyone, any new person, is 1 year of life. That's the best time and the cheapest that you will be able to get policies. So just know that for your young families that are having family members, new family members, um, to keep that in mind, and be mindful that as you get older and have pre-existing conditions, it costs more when you have things of that nature associated. But do not let that deter you, because again, the cost that you have, that you're paying monthly for life insurance versus not having it at all and having family members have to be at the behest of other people, to me, is worth it. Also look into different types of terms to life insurance policies as well, because there's whole life, there's term life, there's everything in between. Um, and there's people who mix and match or whatever. Um, I'm not an insurance seller, so I can't sell you on that. But as someone who has a term life insurance policy and someone who's had a whole life insurance policy since I was 1 years old, shout out to my grandfather. I definitely do believe in that because it assesses or accrues a cash value. Um, and I just want better for my people. Like, I want us to be just like everyone else, who are able to put our people away without having to ask, and also be able to take care of the generations that come behind and set them up for success and not failure and not debt.
You better preach, girl. Go ahead, Chili.
I'm gonna talk about how people do these GoFundMe's, and it's a lot of times it's somebody young, a teenager or a young adult that got killed or accidentally or murdered or whatever. I'm of the mind that I'm not gonna your goal of funds is $25,000. I don't believe in putting $1,000 thousands and thousands of dollars in the ground. I think if you're gonna do that, you should go for the cheapest funeral possible, possibly even cremation. I don't care what you believe in, but when you're asking people for money, to ask for 20, 25, $30,000 to bury someone who didn't have insurance, and you don't have the money and you start a GoFundMe, I'm not giving I'm not giving to that. I'm just not gonna do it. Now if you want $1,000 for a cremation, then maybe I could see that. But yeah, that's why I don't want anything other than a cremation. I just don't believe in putting all that money in the ground. I mean, funerals and burials are a business, and it's only gone up. You know, my dad was a veteran, and before I even realized that they're buried for free in the veteran cemetery, I just called around because he said he didn't care what happened, so I had him cremated. But I had called around to some cemeteries just to ask, how much it would cost to get a burial plot. 4 grand. 4 grand
I'm sorry, 4,000 American
to
dollars?
dig for them to
Yes.
dig that hole.
Oh.
Yes,
That's
$4,000
just for the plot.
just for the hole. Yes,
Hmm.
and I'm like, wow, that is crazy. Now imagine putting, the coffin, the outfit, the cost of the memorial, and what the headstone. It
Hmm.
can easily add up. So then I figured out that, oh, he's a veteran. He can be buried in a veteran cemetery for free. Now they do ask you to donate. They give them a 21 gun salute. So there's like older veterans that come out there and do that for each burial, and they ask you for a donation. So I gave them a few $100s, just because. But yeah, that funeral and burial and all that stuff, that's a lot of money to be throwing in the ground. Now, if the person has an insurance policy and they paid for that, that's what they want, great. But if they don't have any funds, I'm not contributing to no GoFundMe for that.
Same energy. And as far as like burial plots, especially depending on where you're at and what the real estate market for land in your city, town, whatever is going for, you'll end up paying triple that.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather bought plots for him and his now late ex-wife, and this was probably like 2 decades ago. Those same that same area where he bought those plots are now 2.5 times what he had originally paid for it when they were trying to find my mom and her siblings were trying to find a plot, pay for a prepay for a burial plot for my grandmother, and just to get her in and around family, it's two and a half times what those plots were originally 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So like people need to also think about that too when it comes to one, trying to get people around family. Uh, what really is the cause? Like what really is it worth putting people in the ground and spending money that you do not have to put someone in the ground because you want an aesthetic, instead of realizing, hey, there are things that we need as a living to make sure that we are on course to survive, because there's a lot of the cases that is people are going into debt or to thrive. And that's part of the reason why I'm like, hey, put me in a pine box, put me in a composting thing, put me in the ground, give me a little, give me a little memorial spot if you want that. Keep it simple. And then whatever funds I have, gone be ahead and be great. Cause I can't take it with me.
Nobody can. I ain't never seen nobody dragging a safe behind their ass to go in the grave. So, live your life, have fun, spend your money up to a point. If you can save some for your, for your burial and whatever bills, but to save just millions of dollars and live frugally into your 80s and still not spending any of that money, like what you just leaving it for somebody else. Like, enjoy
That's it.
your life.
I think that's the biggest thing that you get out of this conversation is to truly enjoy life, have the tough conversations because a lot of time we don't. And so then a lot of loose ends,
People
happen
don't talk
once
about
you
it.
perish because people don't want to talk about it. You don't want to have the tough
Mhm.
conversations. And it's like you have to. Like
Nobody
nobody wants
talk
to
about
talk
death.
about it, right? We
Mhm.
get why. But I would rather for you to be set up for success in my demise than now one, you're grieving because you lost someone that you love, right? And then now you got to worry about, oh well, I don't. He didn't tell me nothing. That's additional stress.
Where the paperwork is, anything, just make sure somebody knows that.
So it's more simple than it is convoluted, and I think just had a conversation, but more important, like you said, chill. And I like that call out. Just live your life.
Live your life.
Live your life. Ain't no sense of being like I understand. Like you want to make sure when you get to an age where you retire that you have money, right? So it doesn't mean be stupid, but
Right.
also live a life that is pleasing unto you.
And
And
about
you
that.
know something else? The who was talking about having a living will earlier? I think it was you, BB. I think somebody was talking about having a living will,
I think it was
Mm-hmm.
BB.
Yeah.
Yep.
and that I think that you. Thanks for putting that out there because I don't know how old everybody is around here, but you know, you know, Lord willing, we'll live long lives. You might earn your value might go up, and you might get some property. You might have something to pass down. Like a succession plan definitely is important. And you know what else? Something that people don't really think about is your digital assets, because I've known people who died young,
Mm.
and nothing happens to things like their Facebook account or whatever they might have left behind their Instagram accounts. There's people that I know passed away years ago. I can go straight to their Instagram account, still there. It's not probably gonna go nowhere, but it's just something to think about, food for thought. Like, everything that you accumulate on your phone, the pictures that you take, whatever keepsakes you have digitally, electronically, whatever profiles you have, you want anything to happen to those after you pass away, who would be the one that would know where, how to access it and where those things might go? Because, obviously we live in a digital age, so we're going to accumulate more information about ourselves as time goes on. So in addition to where you're going to be buried and what you might pass down, what happens to everything that you cared about when you were alive. Just But
I
not.
just love this amazing advice that you are all giving the people, honey. And favorite tours you had your hand up?
I was going to reiterate, and please don't be out here requesting turn into diamonds when you live a life like a pebble. Please stop it.
Shine bright like a diamond.
I'm still not over Hammy's
Diamonds
comment.
are forever.
Hey, Hammy's comment talking about some throw my body in a hefty bag and bury me at a landfill. Well, and you know what? At least he chose hefty. At least he chose a good brand. Because I
Something
would
got to be something sturdy, honey, that'll hold me. Don't
right.
put me in no cheap trash bag from Amazon.
And you would be the kind of bitch that'll put me in a dollar store bag, honey. I know your ass would do it. That's why
But
I'm not signing nothing over to you.
baby, who said we putting you in the bag? Just chunk them.
Oh,
No, but that's real stuff. And then also, like, I don't. It's so much we can dive deep into this topic because that's also understanding power of attorney versus because power of attorney is only when you alive. When you die, it's void. So you have to make sure you have things in place. If you have money in the bank, you got to make sure that all of that goes to the right person. There's a specific document that you have to have in order for that to happen. So people that, oh, I got power of attorney, baby. The moment they closed their eyes and went on to meet the Lord or Satan, wherever they're going, that power of attorney is null and void. It no longer matters. So I definitely want people to understand it because they think, oh, I got power of attorney. Baby. Once they close their eyes, if they don't have the appropriate documents, then you can get caught up in just legal foolery, waiting for like, hey, their money in their account, especially if you are a caretaker, it can be a nightmare. And I dealt with people with this when I worked for State Farm credit cards. You have women who they were married to their husband for years. The husband didn't let them know anything about the finances, and they'll call, and I'm sorry, ma'am, you're not entitled to this. And it would be crazy to watch those people cry and like you have to become their therapist and kind of educate them on what to do next because they didn't know anything. And now you're 85 and your spouse is gone, you're a widow, and you literally have nothing for the moment. So this is why these conversations are important. Like, you want to set yourself up just in case the inevitable happens. And let's just be honest, as Libra Queen talked about it, it's happening more frequently at younger ages. So this is no longer a conversation for your parents and for your grandparents. This is a conversation for your children, for your friends, and we have to be honest in those conversations.
And if nothing else, I definitely will tell people, if you do nothing, if you do nothing of anything that we said, the minimum I would suggest at the minimum is for whatever account you have, bank accounts that you have, designate a beneficiary immediately, because those
Yes.
funds, if you designate a beneficiary, do skip probate. You don't even have to worry about probate. They can go to that account the day that you pass, or the day, or I guess when you get their death certificate or whatever documents that they need, and can go and assume whatever funds that are in those accounts without having to go to probate. So if you do nothing else, at minimum, do that. Have someone designated on your accounts, whatever accounts that you have. And I just really want y'all to get life insurance, Lord. Just do it.
And that form that you need for that she's talking about is called payable on death.
Thank you.
If you don't have one of those for your bank accounts, you need to have it.
And I'm actually over here cracking up at this damn conversation in the chat, honey. So it starts with someone said, just know that whoever takes care of your post life will have to pay taxes up to the day of your death. Taxes, medical bills, and credit card bills never disappear. So don't raise those credit card bills unless you hate your family. Someone replies, just send them a copy of the death certificate and let them know what cemetery they can go collect their money. And then we have another comment saying, fuck them credit cards, period.
Period.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't owe anyone a financial legacy. I know that.
Hello.
They said they can get all $3.25 from my account. Let me get started on all that now.
Period.
If my bills take up what money I leave over, I don't have kids. If I had children, it would be different. But I don't owe anyone any financial legacy. I got a life insurance policy. They know my wishes, and if what's left over of my money has to pay off my estate, I mean, that's just the way it is. Send them the money,
That's just the
and when
way
you
it
run
is.
out,
Yeah.
like you say, send them to the cemetery and see if they collect the rest. If it don't cover everything, they
Because
won't
let's
be
just be
responsible
real.
for it. You know.
That's it. Let's just be real. Most of us, when we pass on, most of the life insurance probably going to student loans.
Oh no,
For a
I'm
lot
not
of
in that.
people.
That's
Wow.
not my ministry. That's not my
A
ministry.
lot
Lord,
of people.
God is good all the time.
I'm talking about the average, not all of us who have been blessed to have our education paid for. Some of us had to dip into the government's pocket.
I did, but I paid my little bitty loan long time ago. God is so good.
Amen to
Glory.
When
that.
I found out that damn education wasn't worth the shit, they ain't getting out another damn payment from me. They better hope I got enough life insurance to cover when I'm up out of here. Let the interest accrue. No, I'm joking. I I pay minimum only, enough to avoid default.
Hello.
Hey man, y'all, I have to say that was a really nice and informative conversation. I really hope that y'all touched at least two people from there, and somebody took away what they need to go do moving forward. Because honey, it's real out here, and if you think it ain't coming for you, it'll come before you know it. We want you to be we want you to be proactive rather than reactive. So,
Hello.
Mhm.
well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did anybody have any tea that they want to share, or any tea that I might have missed? We have a comment, Bill to Martha Stewart. Look, throw her right in the hole, honey, along with her body. Look here, girl.
A composting body.
Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. A special thank you to the super fabulous IKP for not only letting us interview him, but also staying with us to listen to us banter and joining in with the tea. So,
Yes, I can't be.
Yo,
Come
yo,
on, IKP.
I love talking with y'all. This is how y'all get down on a weekly basis.
on a daily basis,
Oh,
every weekday.
oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna have to set up some time because I love this. This every minute of it, y'all was having me going. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful things.
Thank
And
you so
because you stayed the whole show with Auntie and us, you earned yourself a whole little entry into the little giveaway,
entry.
honey.
Yes.
Hot tea, cocaine.
Word,
Hot
word,
tea,
and a
cocaine.
and a bag come with it. What?
So when you drop those next singles, and when your new EP, and it's gonna be called is it Psych, or correct me if I'm wrong, but your latest one,
Psyche.
Psyche.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Psyche. Yep.
So when Psyche comes out, please come back so that way we can talk more about that as well.
Absolutely. You already know. Already know. First stop.
Yay! Well, y'all, we will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for another live show, 12:30 p.m. So if you can make it. Until then, Gorgeous Moon, you have something to add?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, until then, I hope you all have a fabulous rest
Wait,
of your day.
wait, hold up now. Make sure you give them the details on this giveaway because you really didn't touch it on it too much. We was touching on it, but you tell the people.
Well, I thought I did touch on it at the beginning, but I don't
You
mind.
touched on it in the beginning, but close it out now. Come on now,
Uh,
this church.
Well, to get entries into my giveaway, because baby, we are giving away. In fact, we are in week 5 now, so that means 6 more lucky winners. Because we already gave away 4, so 6 more lucky supporters of this show will win $100. Until January 19th of next year. How you gain entries into my giveaway? RSVP on to every show. So go on chatmosa.com or go to auntiederek.com. RSVP to every upcoming live show that you see, because the RSVP automatically gains you an entry even if you can't make the show. So even if you, like, say, I thought I could make it but can't because I got a meeting, no problem. You still got that entry. However,
Mm,
you can gain another entry if you do what IKP did today. Stay with us for the entire time, and you gain another entry for the giveaway. And you can gain an additional entry by sharing my show on social media and using the hashtag Auntie Derek. Do not forget to use the hashtag because the hashtag is how we find you and count those entries. So yes. And thank you, Libra Queen, for reminding me to tell the people how they can get their entries.
Period.
And spell Auntie Derek right, please.
Please. Because I don't know who Derick is. I don't know that bitch. That bitch ain't no auntie.
I don't know her.
I don't know her.
I don't know her.
But again, thank you all. And until tomorrow, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.